Evening all. I'm here. I'm just posting the link on social media, and then we'll get off and underway. Bear with me, please. 2 minutes. Thank you. Good evening. How are we? I'm going to be with you very, very shortly. I've just got one more post to do on the Instagram story, and then we're off and running. No incomings yet so far. And there was a thing earlier on from Will Scott saying that he doesn't think we're going to get anyone else in today, and are we happy with that? Right, that's the social media post done. Joe, the Flying Scotsman, and Pete will all be in at some point. I've literally, where are you? I ain't got my bins on. I can't see a fucking thing. Good evening. How we doing? I've literally just walked through the door from work. I've had 2 cheeky bags of Snacker Jacks. Pulled the only thing in my fridge, which was this. And we're good to go. No 16-hour stream today. I remember that was last year. I think I just got this laptop because me 1,600 quid, and by the end it was glitching. I've been online for so long and nothing happened. Oh, okay. I'm just going to get my bins on. And we're good to go. Yeah, Will Scott come out earlier and said that he doesn't believe we're going to do any more business today. Where are you? There you are. Good evening, everyone. How are we doing? So we do know so far, and we'll discuss this later on in length. That's what she said. That Anthony Patterson is through the door. It was announced yesterday on a Sunday, which really surprised me. But I'm glad he's come. Still not sure. It wasn't clear in the post that the club put out if this was a loan with the possibility of making it a permanent at the end of the season. I hope that it is. We also know that we got in Tommy Watson from Brighton. He scored the playoff winning final goal against Sheffield United in extra time last year, and that was his last game for Sunderland. He knew that, and a permanent move to Brighton was on the cards, which he's made. Doesn't look like he's cracked it, judging at his stats so far at Brighton, but a loan to beautiful South Bermondsey could set the record straight. Look at him there, like a young Luke Chadwick. And we know also that we've already got little Balding Barry as well. I've got to stop saying that now. He's one of our players. A player you always love to hate, but you have, like with all those players, you'd love to hate, but you'd love them if they're at your club, and he is at our club. I'll tell you what, with those two, definitely, not so much Patterson, but we're definitely not winning any beauty contests anytime soon, are we? So that's all the incomings. We'll look into that more once the boys are all live. What else was I going to do? I was going to make a quick graphic and share it on the screen. I will do that. Again, bear with me with the graphics tonight, because I am flying solo for now, so I can't even palm something off on the other boys. And sort of they stall while I crack on. I'm currently doing exactly that, looking at my phone. My dad used to do this, and I find myself doing that now at the tender-old age of 46. I'm going to go to the comments in a minute. There is news. I did cover both these, by the way, in the video that I put out yesterday, that Wes Harding could be going to Plymouth on loan to the end of the season. That move has now happened, and the other news I revealed yesterday, it wasn't a secret, but I did go over it in the show, that Idemo Maka could potentially be going out on a permanent. Several championship clubs, that's never happened before in my life, why's that happening now, are interested, and Oxford are leading the chase for that one. So that's looking at a possibility. Other Millwall news, not really a lot elsewhere coming in, like I said, but let's hope we can get a lot of last-minute Shea Ojo at 5 to 12. No, it won't be that long. The window actually closes in half an hour. So I'm going to make this big Wes graphic, await the other boys coming into the group, and then we'll have a look at things. We're going to talk a bit about the Sheffield United game and look ahead to Wrexham as well. I've covered the Sheffield United game in a post-match. And, of course, I will do a preview for the very big game that we have got coming up away at Wrexham next week. And how about that? I can multitask, because there's the graphic, and I've just airdropped here to my MacBook. If you haven't got a MacBook, you don't understand graphics, I might as well just be speaking Chinese, but it is done. Oh, don't start all that fucking... Oh, no, it is on. It does that sometimes. It says airdropping, and it just takes an absolute eternity to do so. Other Millwall news. What was I going to say? Oh, there was one thing. Ex-Millwall player Tom Bradshaw has left Oxford, and he has gone back to Barnsley, fucking Barnsley, which is where we bought him from, isn't it? Let's bring you a little bit closer. Let's bring that a little bit down. How are we, everyone? Hope you're well. I've not even had a shower today. What an absolute disgusting beast. There you go. It's on the screen. Bear with me. I'll just take a sip of my drink. Wes Harding has left the club on loan, gone to League One Plymouth until the end of the season. All the best, Uncle Wes. Will he return? I don't think he will. And will that move be made permanent? I'm sure it will. If Wes does the business, he's a stellar professional. I like Wes Harding. Wish him all the best. But as part of this thing we keep talking about, this new age, new discussions, we're moving to a new level. Do we need to be more ruthless? And I think that's been covered, or going to be covered tonight, never more evidently than Patterson coming in, because I don't think Crocom's done anything. Fuck me, there's hundreds of comments already. I don't think Patterson's done anything wrong. I don't think Crocom's done anything wrong. But, nothing personal, Max, just business. And I think that Patterson will be looking to cement that first team place. Will he be straight in Saturday? I'm not so sure on that. We won't see what the boys think. The boys thinks when they get in. John Curtin was first in. What are you saying, John? We won't be signing the young guy Kanamatari as he's going to Wrexham and could well face us on Saturday. One of the boys posted this in the WhatsApp group earlier, and I said my instant reaction was good. Don't want him. Not my cup of tea. Not I've seen loads of him. But like I said, I'd like to see us. I think the top priority for us should have been a striker. Other people say left winger. which I believe that's the Watson Void field now, and that's why Maka will probably go out tonight on a permanent. Also think you'll see Tiano Ballo go back at the end of the season. I don't think we'll be looking to sign him permanently. But I think the biggest position we needed to fill was striker. I know they're both fit now. I know they're both firing. I know Langstaff puts in a shift and does a job. But all it takes is an injury to Coburn, and we're back to square one. I think we should have rectified this in the previous transfer window, and we didn't. So on that basis, when the boys put that in the group earlier, I said, good, he's not for me. But I also said, knowing our luck, he'll probably go and score against us already. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. 259 of you are already. I'm already 11 minutes in. Well, the first 6 minutes was a little bit dead time, wasn't it? But there you go. It is what it is. I just wanted to get live as soon as possible. Let you know I'm here. That's what I was going to do. I was going to put the transfer deadline day goings on my phone. They're live, obviously. And the window does shut in 30 minutes. It feels nice to say that in the live stream for once on deadline day, with it only having just started. Usually I'm about 19 hours in and I say, oh, it's going to close any minute. I'm good to go. I'm raring to go. The boys are going to be in shortly. We're going to be discussing all sorts of topics. Good evening, David Turner. How are you? Hope you're well. Robert North, the King of the North. How are you, mate? I couldn't agree more. As I've just said, I did say that before I saw your reply. You got the bronze medal with your question or your comment. You're third in tonight, mate. Well done. Hang on, what's this? What's this shit I'm watching here? Yeah, no, it's Deadline Day Live, right? See what we're going to do. So I've got the laptop here. I used to have a big, a telly there. That's now gone, like I said. And if you can, I moved it off that shelf below me. Henry's got a big fuck off projector now that goes there, but obviously that won't work. So we dip into the camera bag. We put out this little contraption. Like so. Don't know, it's not any YouTube tutorial. Hey, mind that one. Sausage fingers. We screw it on there like this. Cack-handed, yes, I'm left-handed. And then I'll get my phone a little bit like that. Turn it sideways and go in there. Boom, and there you go. I've got the transfer deadline day as it happens right in front of my very minces, which it needs to be. Get rid of the comments to make the screen bigger. Thank you very much. 59 minutes is saying until deadline day closes. This might be an old show. Maybe I've clicked on the wrong thing. Who knows? But there you go. And maybe you learned something tonight. There you go. Danny Brown, evening. Evening, mate. How are you? Sean Bolger. Oi, Daniel, son. Daniel, son. Thanks for joining, Bobby. Boys has Alomo and Langstaff. Oh, Idemo. And Langstaff left the building. No, apparently he was out in the press. I saw a couple of times that Langstaff was potentially going to... then he says Wrexham, Salford. I covered that in my video yesterday. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to Langstaff leaving. I honestly wouldn't mind if he stayed either, by the way. But just not as a first choice in the starting 11. Good to have about the place. Puts in his shift, tries his best, but we need, similar with the Patterson and Crocombe thing, we need to go a little bit more ruthless, a little bit higher bracket now. Henry's going to be fuming. He loves that. I really buy it for him. But like I said, I got home, absolutely nothing in the house. So 2 packs of Snacker Jacks it was, and a little bit of that juice. And I've just rubbed my eye like that, as you may have seen. I've just rubbed some salt into my eye. Let's hope we're not rubbing salt into the wounds. I'll tell you what I'm going to say about this transfer window. And it's nice. In one sense, it's nice that we aren't shitting our pants that we're going to lose anyone today, like Fleming, like Essay, like Tanganga. On the flip side of that, is our squad not as strong at the minute to be attracting Premier League interest? No, I don't think it. I think it's strong, so I don't think that's the case. I think we would definitely hold strong if anyone come in for any of our players, but we've not seen really any of that. We've heard rumours that Danny McNamara might be going out on loan to Watford, but that situation may have changed as Watford sacked their manager. They're in the 20s, without an absolute doubt, over the last 5 years, 10 years now, without an absolute doubt. So not sure if McNamara is going to be moving out on loan for game time. As I said, the Idemo Maku thing looks like it could be happening to Oxford before the window closes. They close at 7, don't they? Turn up, I'm talking about a takeaway. They close at 7, but they'll do orders beyond. If you've got your orders in, they can still be collected after 7. So I expect transfer news to go on beyond 7. Like last year when I sat there like a dickhead, like I said, for 16 hours, I think it was. And then literally after I finished, the Fleming thing got put through. Something else got put through. I've almost got like some curtains going on there, like the centre parting. It wasn't intentional. I've just been at work all day. Well, I've actually been at work since you saw me yesterday film the post-match. I went straight to work then. I've just got back and I'm going back again at 8 in the morning. Well, I've got to do a presentation to about 15 people. No pressure. Well, 15's a breeze, isn't it, when 328 are in the stream, but you're not in the room with me. Peter Ryder, how are you, mate? Look at Sean taking over the show. I'm only joking, Sean. I love that. It's a good question, mate, and rightly so. People in the chat, are we happy with this window? There you go. Reply to Sean, my co-host. Love that, mate. Fair play to you. I am. But for me, like I said, I feel like I can't get this camera right. The priority was a centre forward, and we haven't got one. And judging by what Will Scott said earlier on, who works for News at Den, doesn't look like we are going to get one, which will be a shame. Also linked with, not rinked with, Jess Raksaki. I knew that was coming out after what the original bit, so that's why it confused me. That apparently is not happening now. I did see online, or one of the boys posted in the group earlier, that he's going to Stoke now, and we couldn't meet his wage demands. That name in my head's spinning it. Jess Raksaki. Name looks like I'm not going to have to learn because it doesn't look like he's joining the club. Who else? There was a player called Fofana who was like a second division French player, and we all saying, I'm going to get him. It's going to be brilliant. He's going to be more of a project, similar to Derek Mizusako, who's now fit again. Not for me. If we get a centre forward today, right here, right now, an experienced one ideally, we've got a link with Don Ballard, I think, as well, from Leighton Orient, but I want an experienced centre forward. I want an Ollie McBurney. I want a Patrick Bamford. I want someone like, I know they've gone, but I mean, the players of that mould. I will say it's the perfect window. But I am worried about the striker situation. JJ, you want one or two more? Let's hope that comes in. South London Raw, things are looking up. 358 in the stream. Whoa, thanks for joining. Still nothing at the minute. Am I on the right thing here? Let's have a little look. I'm not sure. I'm not confident. That's saying 54 minutes to go. I think that could be an old. It is an old one. Right. Let's go on. Let's go on TalkSport. You can trust TalkSport. Don't know what. Sorry. I'm just trying to do this and a million things at once. Let's get on TalkSport. I know Jim White. I know my old mate Jim White's live in a minute. There we go. Oh, they are live. Jim, you're a good man. Jim White's live with Alex Crook. He was the one actually originally broke the Watson news, wasn't he? Oh, don't want it in shot though. It's literally there. John Philippe Mateta's move to Milan is off, and then I heard Juventus were interested. Now he's got to go back with his head bandage on and his towel between his legs to the Palace fans, who apparently are now pissed off with John Philippe Mateta. They don't want him. They're about to sign Strand Larson as well. There you go. That clock is right. 23 minutes until the transfer window closes. And that Danny Murphy's frozen on me. What are you doing, Dan? Don't do this to me, mate. Come on. This can happen when you just come straight in from work. Look at me now, I've got a job. Come straight in from work. And just try and jump on straight away with zero preparation. Get the Wi-Fi on in here. Come on now. Come on. We do need a striker right here, right now. Peter Ryder, JK, how are you, mate? Hello, all lines. Let's get this job done. Well, let's get this done. Same thing, really. Not get anyone now unless we keeping a big secret. I was thinking about that. We did do that. Stalling again while I try and sort this Wi-Fi out. We did do that last season. Do you remember? I think someone said, no, in the last window, it's just gone. Someone put, don't go to bed yet, Millwall fans on Twitter. And it turned out we got Will Smallbone right at death, who is also, by the way, going to be fit soon. God, it's lovely that, but it's a bit... Drink too much of this. I tell you. Come on. Your hearts sank when Langstaff missed that goal. We just ain't good enough. Just no. What, we or him, Ed? I think you mean him, but you put we. Do you mean the team and him, or do you mean you and the team? Maybe you're not good enough. Decent window so far. Do you reckon we'll see any Sunderland boys in action at the race course ground? I think that means to say. Why not call it the Racehorse though? Change it. Away Disney FC away. I would like to see them both straight in. If I'm honest, I think the time for integrating players slowly is gone. If they're needed, I mean Barry Bannon wasn't desperately needed, was he? No one is really. But for me, I wouldn't fuck around and wait for Crocombe to have a bad game or wait for Langstaff to miss another easy chance. I'd have them both straight out. I'd have Patterson in goal. I'd have Nesley back in a 10. No, I don't think I would. I might do. No, I think I'll go 3 central midfielders. Bannon, Mitchell and Denor. And get Watson on the left and Alfie Doughty back still at left back if he's fit. Not sure if he is. Oh, Teddy's coming with a bit of news. I've called him Teddy. Identity's revealed. Our researcher on the Lions TV group chat. Oh, there you go. So there is some news about our players. I did say it a second ago, but it's just come through that someone's put hearing. It's not a reliable source. Hearing Millwall turned down a considerable offer today from Ipswich for Femi Aziz. Just going to reply to him. Let's get it off there a second, hey? Sorry, miles away then. Oh my God, there's so many. So why is there thousands? 423 people to stream. Sorry, I think I need to start the game. Right. So if you are just joining the show, I've just come on really. Sorry about that, but there you go. This is life these days for me. High flyer, corporate Dan. I'm only joking. So far in through the door, it was all yesterday and previous. Barry Bannon was the first through the door. And, of course, he made his debut against Sheffield United coming off the bench. Yesterday, double signing, although it was no secret. We knew that they was both coming. It was Tommy Watson first through the door on loan from Brighton until the end of the season. This is not with a view to make the deal permanent, unfortunately, but things can change in football. And let's hope that could happen. If he does the business... 18 minutes until the transfer window closes, but I expect business to go on and get announced beyond that. Remember, it's 18 minutes until it closes. It's not 18 minutes until we hear about things. So if things get done and signed or paperwork gets put in, deals could get done after the deadline. We also got Anthony Patterson in. It's a really good signing as far as I'm concerned. Both ex-Sunderland players, of course, this one come directly from Sunderland, not via Brighton. Good goalkeeper, big unit. Seen a lot of him last season, of course, when he got promoted with Sunderland. And I think he's a good keeper. I think it's a really good signing. Harsh on Crocombe. Well, I was saying harsh on Crocombe. He ain't played yet, but he may well do. I think that's the idea of him coming in. I hope it's not going to be one of these, like I said, loanees that ends up sitting on the bench. Right, today, the only news so far is a player out. Uncle Wes Harding joins Plymouth of League One on loan until the end of this season. We wish Uncle Wes all the best, been a good servant for the club when called upon. Sorry, I was having a cheeky vape while that graphic was on the screen. Other news. I can't make any more graphics because once the deadline closes, I will. Idemo Maku is potentially going to go to Oxford on a permanent deal. I think that's obviously coinciding with Watson coming in and Ballo at the club now. And someone sent me some stuff today. Idemo Maku having a bit of back and forth with our fans on Twitter, and they weren't really having a pop. Someone just said, they're discussing Maku as a player, which they can do. And he's had a nibble on it, Maku, which says two things to me. He should stay off his phone, because if I was a footballer, I don't know why, the shout gun just popped into my head there. Fuck knows what happened to that. I have to get a new one. That says two things. One, he's getting affected. His game's not what he wants it to be, because he's listening to outside noise. Because if I was a footballer, I'd just be going, fuck off, say what you want about me. I wouldn't even be on, honestly, I wouldn't be on, I don't get why they're on social media, footballers. Don't need to be, they've got enough though. Unless you're retired and searching more though, hashtag pay me for a brand deal. But he's replied to Maku, and that also indicates to me that I think he knows that he's on his way out. In his defence, grown men sitting on Twitter all day, every day. I do wonder if some of them have got jobs or wives or lives to do. Some people are a bit fucking heavy on there, aren't they? Well, there you go. It's their life. They can do what they want. I've had a new member. Thank you very much. Somebody's, I don't know what his name is, but he's fell asleep on his keyboard. You can become a member of our YouTube channel. It costs £3 a month. You get your previews early, amongst other things, advert-free Lions Lounges if I ever get to do any more. And I'll get some extra content for you lot when I go to America as well. I'll give you a little bit of exclusive bits and pieces. There you go. There you go. John Devine. John, can you message me again, please, mate? I've lost your number. I keep meaning to text you. I know you message me on social media, but John, we're friends. John's actually a sponsor of the show. Could you please text me again, John? Because I do want to go with what we were going to go with. It's just getting the time to do it in my life. And I've lost your number, mate. Sorry. Right, this is a good question or comment from Dave. I haven't read it yet, so I should have done that first. Watson hasn't played many minutes at all this season. Doubt he will start. On that as well, football fans are guilty of it in general. I'm guilty of it as well. Like my mate, who he is a Millwall fan. He's a bigger fan of all football, and he's like, "What is wrong with people going on like Barry fucking Bannon's the Messiah, and this Tommy Watson's the fucking answer?" And blah. I said, "It's not just that. As football fans, proper hardcore football fans, we're excited that we're getting this player and we want him to do well." So, and he's like, "No, I get that, but they're not saying he's this and he's that." And I've jumped straight in and said, "Watson, I'm guilty of it." Oh, that's you, John. I've just received a WhatsApp from a really random number, but that's because John's in the Balearic holidays. Check that one out in the description below. Thank you, mate. I'll get back to you after the show. Or, honestly, realistically, probably tomorrow now. I was guilty of it. Jumping straight in with this one. Saying, well, what a signing. Has he played that much? I think he played so well. We've got his stats here, actually. While we're waiting for the boys, we'll have a look. Watson's stats. Here we go. I'll remove that banner for a second so you can get a little bit of a better look. There we go. Because he has made in England under 22, England under 21 international appearances as recently as last year. So he's definitely a player going places. But his Wikipedia, I know it's not always correct. He come through the youth academy at Sunderland, that he was a homegrown player. And I know he was, after the back of that playoff win, he went to the fans to celebrate because he's a Sunderland lad. But he got a bit of shit from the fans, I think, in the build-up to the game because he wouldn't sign a contract and he'd already agreed to sign a pre-1 with Brighton after saying, I'm a Sunderland fan till I die and all that. And all that shit. Sorry, having a mouthful of that fucking strong juice. Jesus. I'm not on the Manjaro anymore, but where I was, I'm now eating and drinking things like I used to drink regularly. I'm like, whoa. I had a couple of Haribos the other day. I was like, Jesus Christ. And that juice is doing the same. I only really drink sugar-free flavoured water now. Peach and raspberry Volvic, legend. And strawberry one. But yeah, look, he's played 22 games. Fuck, I don't know what's wrong with me sometimes, honestly. Might be the E numbers in that drink. He's only played 22 games. In professional football, no loans. Is there? No loans. He's gone straight to Brighton. And he's featured 6 times since going there. Not sure, if he's how he got on in the Prem, but obviously he's not doing amazing to be loaned back out, is he? Because I don't think Brighton are doing, well, by their standards this year, judging by the last couple of years, unbelievable. So I'm interested by that, but I'm guilty of it. It's a great sign. It's a brilliant sign. This is a good signing. That's a very, very good signing. I can tell you that for nothing. Nothing, bruv. And if you look at Patterson's stats, 153 appearances for Sunderland since 2018. 6'2". Would have liked to be slightly bigger. I keep saying he's a unit. He's more of a tank than a unit. He's like really stocky. Been to loan at Notts County, but that says to me there, having played the games he has for Sunderland, that was straight in. Pretty much good first choice. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm going to say that what popped into my head. We started this show. It's coming across the bottom. There you go. 25,987 subscribers. Would love to pass 26,000 on air. Oh, no, I thought we had. We are 10 away. We're on 25,990. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel right now, and I will not stop until I've got to 100K. Do you know what? Someone said, Dan, according to your sister, and I was like, what? It's my sister's birthday today. That's what threw me. And CWC is Chat with Chaps. Yeah, my sister channel. No, listen, Chaps is very, very good. Slightly different vibe to us. He's more factual. I'm more clueless. try and get away with a bit of humour. I think them boys went live from 4 today. Oh, it's the battle of the podcast today, isn't it? The two big guns go at it, but no, they're a good turnout. He's a good mate of mine. Chaz, become friends. Now we went out for a drink the other day, actually. Lovely little pub in Sidcup. According to your sister channel, Station, Chat with you, Millwall are fighting desperately to hang on to one of our top players. Name not given. Well, I believe that could be Femi Aziz. As soon as someone just come in earlier and said that we fought off competition from, bids from Ipswich late in the day for Femi Aziz. Do they need him? I'm just thinking the players they've got. Jack Clark, Sammy Smodic, Philogene. No, is it Philogene they've got or someone else? Can't think. But they've got a lot of players like that. So I'm not sure. But there you go. Look, go and watch CWC. If I'm not giving you what you want. The transfer window closes in 10 minutes. Fuck me, that's a big one, Greenie. That's what she said. Got to get high to go over that comment, mate. Evening, Dan. Honestly, in my opinion, I'll be happy if we got one more in, but can't knock Jimmy for them 2 signings yesterday. I think Watson could be magic. And one more signing. Who would I want? I want a striker. I've wanted a striker since the last transfer window. I wanted Ollie McBurney. I said, go and get Ollie McBurney. He spent 2 months injured. He still scored 12 league goals this season at Hull. I think he was definitely gettable. I better put this away. I'm buzzing off my tears. Fucking hell. I'm not doing a shot. Jakey, looking ahead to Wrexham. I was there when we got promoted many, many years ago. So was I, mate. We had the weekend in Chester, actually. Blackburn manager sacked, yes. Valerian Ismail has gone. Was he sacked? I saw earlier that he's left the club. I would imagine it's probably sacked. Another club in absolute turmoil. I say every year Blackburn could actually go, but somehow manage to beat us all the time. Keith Lancaster said, it doesn't matter to me if he's played a lot or not. I would still put him in before Ballo. You could argue both the new signings, not including Bannon. I'm talking about the 2 from yesterday in a young Luke Chadwick, Tommy Watson. I tell you what, he's got some frame on him though, the boy. You see him when he ripped his shirt off in the final against Sheffield United, absolutely ripped. Yeah, he ain't been playing, I suppose, and neither has Patterson. Well, obviously, because he's a goalkeeper, Patterson, so he's not going to have been playing, is he? Unfortunate, I think, to get dropped out, Patterson, really. But there you go. They've done what I'm saying that we should now do, which is, all right, a goalkeeper's good, but they're going to the Premier League. They're going to pursue a better option, a bigger player, and someone they think, all right, keeper's done nothing wrong, but can he take him to the next level? Give me your opinions on Max Crocombe. Where do you all stand on this, Max Crocombe now? Is it harsh on Crocombe? Even so, if it is harsh on Crocombe, would you still go with Patterson? Has Dan been transferred? No, I've not been transferred anywhere, mate. I'm not sure what that meant, but there you go. Let me know. Penny Payne will subscribe if I give her a shout out. You think Kevin De Bruyne would just, a signed shirt off him would be better for a shout out. But there you go. I've got more subbies than the ground holds. Lol. I have, Chris. Thank you very much, mate. I hope you're well over there in... oh, no. I know you're somewhere exotic. I know it's somewhere that I was going to go on holiday once. That's giving me the I've forgotten it. Bad move to... Oh, Joseph's in. Well, you can't see him, but I can. Good evening, Joseph.
Evening. How are we all doing?
Straight into the live, mate. 533 on. We're just discussing. I've just put it out there. That sorry, I'm just looking at something on the thing. Is it harsh, Patterson coming in? Is it harsh on Crocombe?
Slightly harsh, but I've mentioned this a few times now. I think you got to be ruthless now if we want to go to the next level. You've seen teams in our league do it before, bring in stronger players and just put them in someone else's position. The thing with Crocombe, what I'd say, I've said it to a couple of people as well, I said, he's done a good job, but that's it for me. He's done a good job. You can say, thanks for doing your job, done well, done all right, but if there's better there, you've got to go better.
I think, I don't know whether Crocombe will be knocking on the manager's door and asking why he's not playing, but he was brought in to be a number 2. So,
yeah,
can he have any complaints now if he does lose his space? And do you think he will lose his space on Saturday?
I think he will. I don't think we're bringing that Patterson in to be a number 2. There was always things in the build-up mentioned about like the wages. He's on big wages, and we need to try and pay a proportion of that. So, with his quality and his experience in the Championship, he definitely ain't coming in as a number 2, and I think he'll go straight in against Wrexham. Yeah, Crocombe could have some complaints. He could be knocking on the mat saying he ain't really done much wrong, but as I just said, he's just that bit better. We need a bit more quality.
I was just saying as well, because someone's put who wants Kramer, and there's talk in the chat of Ipswich might be in for Aziz, and we're trying hard to keep hold of him, and who wants Kramer. It's a nice position to be in, to not feel under threat of our best players leaving. I spoke too soon on that one. But you posted something on our group chat, I think it was you yesterday, about all the wages the players are on, allegedly.
Yeah. Teddy posted that, I think. Was it?
Oh, was it? But what Kramer was on, and how well he's been doing, if that's correct, we should be looking to tie him down to a long-term contract.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. What we got?
Crocombe's distribution as of late hasn't been great either. Yeah, someone told me, though, again, I saw it online, Patterson's a great keeper, but not great with his feet. I don't think Crocombe's kicking's that bad. We've had a lot worse, and we've had better kickers that were worse goalkeepers. Work that one out, who that could be. NFL's George Long. But if Crocombe has had a dodgy game, I don't think it's at times when it's cost us heavily. I think he was a bit shaky at Pompey, but we was all over the place as a team and was already losing the game. Birmingham away, maybe as well. But you thought we should have done better with that second one, Joe, didn't you, at Coventry?
Yeah, I think so. Some of his, I'm not like massively digging him out, but difference is there's probably some goals we've conceded there that another keeper of better quality would have kept out. I think his hand is strong sometimes. He's sort of got a hand to it and it's just sort of pushed back and gone in the net. So, yeah.
Could have done better getting down to the Sheffield United. I'm trying to think of the fuck. Oh, yeah, I thought that at first he's got done at the near post, but if you see it from the Sheffield United end, it takes a massive deflection off Cooper. It doesn't look like a big deflection, but it completely changes the direction of the ball and goes in at his near post.
At the same time, though, are we asking for too much? We're never going to get the perfect keeper, are we?
No. But I think in Patterson, it's a very, very good signing because he's got that experience, like I put on the screen. Right, he's played 153 games for Sunderland. He was an ever-present last season. Let's talk a little bit about a young Luke Chadwick, otherwise going by the name of Tommy Watson. What do you make of this one, Joe? Because I just said, I'm guilty of this. As football fans, we all like, oh, it's a brilliant signing. He ain't played that many games in professional football. I don't know too much about him. Obviously, he's famous for scoring that winning goal at Sunderland. And I wanted experience in that position. To me, he's got that experience for Sunderland last year, albeit not loads. And to me, it suggests he's got big game mentality to score that winner.
To be honest, I can't really say I know. I can't lie. I can't say I know too much about him either. I didn't really watch like every Sunderland game last season. I know he scored in the final, but other than that, I didn't know anything about him. So
no, but then you're put like me. I'm going. That's a brilliant signing. So why? What is that as football fans? Why do we do that? Oh, what? But when we signed Derek Mazusaka, everyone's going, "Oh my God, he's I've watched him." No, you haven't. You haven't seen any second division French football.
I think we just get excited, and everyone sort of, if you see a little bit of hype from a journalist or another fan says something online, goes, "Oh, that's a really good signing." everyone just seems to jump on it, go, oh, it's a brilliant signing. But how often has everyone actually seen him play? So,
Well, Caden Ratcliffe is confident. He says Watson will cook. So it looks like Lurch is going to lose his job as a chef. Also, Idemo Maku is. I said this yesterday in the group, didn't I? The Oxford are in for him could be a permanent. Look at me making up in the know. But Oxford are in for him permanent move. Other clubs interested in Maku. Sorry, you all might hear my washing machine in a minute. I had to come in and put a washer on. I can feel the table vibrating. Can you hear that? It's fucking loud for some reason. Anyway, Idemo Maku. Should we put him in the washing machine or in the bin?
Washing machine.
Do you think he's worth keeping? Do you think it's the right move for him to leave the club?
I think a loan move would be better for him. I still feel what is he now? 22? Is he around 21, 22?
The transfer window is closed. Let me tell you. Like I said, although it's closed, it doesn't mean that dealings won't still go over the line. I'm trying to spell a Maku on the pressure of.
I reckon we're going to hear a lot of stuff after.
Yeah, we are. Idemo Maku is 22 years old. He was 22 in October.
I feel like there's a player there in him and he's still got potential, but I think he needs maybe a loan at a sort of League One club. I personally don't think it's a wise move letting him go permanently
Completely.
at this stage of his career.
If you had the choice, I've just put this question in my head and made my decision of keeping Idemo Maku. I could say Idemo Maku, but when I try and say that at the same and then follow up with Tierno Ballo, I always mess one of them up. Would you have kept? He's still at the club at the minute. Would you keep a Maku and send Ballo back, or would you sell a Maku? There you go, a Maku, and keep Ballo until the end of the season?
I'd probably keep. Oh, it's a hard one actually.
Let me know in the comments as well. If you could keep Idemo Maku and send him out on loan and send Tierno Ballo back, would you do that, or would you keep Ballo until the end of the season?
Do you know what? I'd probably keep Imaku and send Ballo back. I feel like Imaku can impact a game, even though the end product ain't always there. I feel like he can impact a game more than what Ballo would.
Yeah, I'd keep Imaku definitely over Ballo as well. He's not going to be. He's not our player, is he? Ballo. He's going to be on more wages, I would imagine, because his route through football, Chelsea, and then highly rated in Austria. How bad must that league be, by the way, if he's playing in the top league of Austria? Sorry, I'm just checking my phone as well.
Before I got on here, I'm sure my dad will have something to say about that when he comes on. I just got off the phone to him, and he's pretty disappointed about that news of Imaku leaving if it does happen. He says he thinks that would be a big mistake.
There we go, look. Mill turned down multiple bids from Ipswich Town for Femi Aziz today, including an offer which would amount to a club record sale. Wow. So it is true. That's come from Dan Marsh, and that is our. If people asking earlier, how does Chaps know? Because Dan Marsh goes on Chaps' channel.
Shout out Dartford.
Who?
Caden Ratcliffe live in Dartford.
Oh, I thought you knew where Dan Marsh lived or something. What's going on? Of course, there is two Dan Marshes. He's Journo Dan Marsh, but he's not our favourite Dan Marsh on Lions TV, is he? We've got our own Dan Marsh. He used to live up the road from me when I used to be in Greenhive. So yeah, that's a big one, and I literally said like at the start of the show. Isn't it nice in one way that no one's after our players this year? No one's after, a Fleming, an Eze, a Tanganga. And it's nice that all our players are safe and being kept at the club. But at the same time, does that mean that we ain't got them magic players that we have had in the past? Well, people want to count Jaff and Romain Esse as magic. I know some of you did. Could be changing your mind on that one. But there you go. Confirmed by Dan Marsh. Where is it? That one, was it? So I've got so many graphics on the screen.
I was going to say there was a couple of things with that. Maybe where you don't always often hear about it. Maybe we have had bids for some of our players that just ain't gone public. Or you've also got the facts where teams probably know that we're not willing to sell our best players when we're in the position we are. So they're not bothering.
I mean, that in itself is a fucking brilliant bit of business from us, isn't it? Because yes, we would have got a lot of money for him, but we've all said time and time again, we'd be like on the front foot. You know, before the Bannons turned up and Watson's turned up, that remains to be seen. That would have been catastrophic. That's the word I'm going to go there, Joe. Wouldn't it? Do you agree?
100%. Listen, I think in the grand scheme of things, if we get promoted, I don't think we get promoted without Femi Aziz in that team. So he is pivotal for how this season's going to end up. And he's worth his weight in gold. Like, if you, whatever the money is, you turn it down. Because if we got promoted, it's worth that money.
100%.
The money you get from getting promoted, it's not worth selling him.
No, it's like 100 million or something. And I was just reading that again a little bit closer. And it would have been a club record fee, which is currently Romain Esse, isn't it, for around £16 million.
I reckon you got to be talking 20 mil, I'd say.
Look, fair play. I think Esse was brilliant business for us because he didn't really start, did he?
No.
The game where Amaku assisted him away at Middlesbrough was the opening day of the season. And he scored that great goal. Then for the rest of that season, he never really played. And then he only started the back of the last season. And he did have 15, 20 really good games as a starter, and he was gone. So Aziz surely is worth more than that. And there you go. Someone agrees with me.
I feel like Aziz is better than what Esse was when he was
miles better. I'll tell you who else I think is better than Tanganga is Tanganga, as far as I'm concerned, is better than
Kramer's better than him.
Kramer's better than Tanganga.
Yeah.
One bit of news of someone going out so far, the only one we know, but there could be one or two more yet. As we know, the deadline's gone, but business could still be announced. Wes Arden has joined the club. Sorry, has left the club and joined Plymouth Argyle on loan until the end of the season. Thought we got a bit of unfair press, Wes. I thought he was all right.
I quite liked him. I thought, I don't know where a lot of the negativity towards him come from, really. Yeah, he might not be the best at this level, but he's putting the shift, and I've seen him like fairly few decent performances against Palace last year in the Cup. He scored, didn't he? I thought he had a great game then. There's been a few games where I thought he's been fairly solid. I don't really understand all the sticks towards him, to be honest.
No, I know. So
Might have made a couple of mistakes here and there, but who don't make mistakes sometimes in their career? Kramer's even had a couple of mistakes this season.
My phone is absolutely popping off. In comes a researcher with a new one. And I think, I got that. So Jack Howland is joined League 2 Barnet on loan until the end of the season. Good move that for him. He needed that. I get so frustrated with the young players that always say new long-term contract, this and that. Like Kamal Grant got recently, like Rafik Lamptey's got recently, and like Jack Howland's got. Highly rated. We love them at the club. But then they just rot in the 21s. Don't get in the first team. They need games. And Jack Howland has just been confirmed online. He's going to be joining League 2 Barnet. Where is the graphic? Fuck me, that could be anywhere on this computer. I can't find it now.
I feel like he could have done a job in League 1. I think League 2, he's looked all right in the games he's played. Well, the very few minutes he's played and in pre-season. I think League 1 would have been a better move for him. Yeah,
I'll get that. But I am pleased it's not fucking gone to Wealdstone or gone to, I don't know, Eastbourne Borough. Like, he's actually gone into League. I don't think they've been in league football that long, to be fair, have they? Barnet, they was for years, then they dropped out. And now they're back. I think they might have been recently promoted. But I am looking for the graphic that I've sent to my computer now twice. I should have cleared this off, really, before I come on. But I can't find it. But a good move for Howland. And we've also got, although it's not like transfer news, Kamal Grant went out on loan to Blackpool. And he's had to come back. He's injured for the rest of the season. Oh, Kamal Grant. Other news of players that could be in going or outgoing. There was rumours around Danny McNamara going out on loan to Watford, and they sacked their manager, didn't they?
Do we reckon Maku's gone through, or
I don't know, but I know one thing. If I can't find this fucking graphic of Jack Howland, that's a definite. I'm going to send it for a third time to my computer. Not that we really need to, because we know it is done.
yeah, that's what Gary's just said there. If we don't go up this season, teams are going to come in for Kramer big time.
Yeah, we're talking about what we said earlier. Someone posted on our group yesterday what the players are allegedly on. It might not be true, and it's not like a secret. It's like I don't know where they found that news, but it is, and he was on one of the lowest. It really surprised me, and we need to tie him up to a long-term contract, in my opinion, because he's a fucking great player. Oh, there you go. There's Jack Howland. There you go. I named it Howland, and there it come on the screen. It's not going to fit the screen, but get off my case, please. Not that you're on it. 610 people on the stream. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Right, Jack Howland is out on loan to Barnet of League Two until the end of the season. Uncle Wes has also left the club on loan to League One Plymouth until the end of the season. The big news, I suppose, of the day is a good one for us, just to show that we are serious about going up and not losing our main man. Mill turned down multiple bids from Ipswich Town for Femi Aziz, including an offer which would have amounted to a club record sale. I just hope they ain't turned his head. Do you know what? On that basis, I spoke to my mate after the game, and he was like, "That fucking greedy bastard, blah blah blah. He don't pass the ball." And I said, "Well, hang on. I don't agree with that." I said, he's self-indulgent because he has to be.
Yeah.
And when it goes right, we're for, nah, he's got too big for his boobs. I said, no, I don't think it. I just think he's tried stuff. It ain't come off. He did in the first half. I said to Henry, he's put about 7 crosses in, and not one of them's gone where he should have done, or he's hit the first man. But I've got no problem with that. Do you think he's going to get too big for his boots now in the wake of which it's got to be? It's the big news of the day. Femi Aziz. Club record fee, so it would have been in excess of 16 million. Do you think that might turn his head now, though?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's different if Premier League team comes into play, but let's have it right. We've got just as good a chance as Ipswich of pushing on this season, in my opinion. So, yeah, I feel like if we've got the opportunity there, it would be kind of a sideways step. Different story if a proven sort of Premier League team came in for him. He might do, but no, I don't think so.
We've seen it a few times before, haven't we? We've seen the likes of like Fleming went up, but we've seen it with Jeb Wallace. We've seen it with Tanganga at the minute, where they're leaving, going to clubs in the same position as us, same division as us, in search of something bigger and better, and it don't work. I mean, Jed's fucking always getting old now. You don't even get in West Brom side.
Yeah, but you think of it, the position we are now is a lot different to when we've sold those players before. Like at the start of the season, Sheffield United come in for Tanganga or whatever, you're probably thinking that they'll be a lot higher in the league and stronger than us. So you're thinking at the beginning, you probably think they've got more chance of going up than us. But look at it now. And the same with, let's have it right, Burnley last year. That's why Fleming went. Last year, we weren't expecting to be in the sort of position we are now last season. So, yeah, now we are where we are. I don't think players will have that urge to move in it.
No, it's good from the club to reject it because, as we know historically, we've been a lot better over the lot recent years with Tanganga, with SA, with Fleming, and a little bit before that, like George Saville. Do you know what I mean? Whereas in the past, sort of 20 odd years ago, always go back to the Tim Cahill leaving for what was rumoured to be about 1.5 million. That was fucking ridiculous. So it's good we're in the financial position we're in, and like you said, like what's the game if you win the playoff final? They call it like the £100 million game, don't they?
Yeah.
It would be silly to let him go. Right. So quick recap: Barry Bannon in. Patterson in on loan to the end of the season. Not sure if he's got a view to making it permanent. Tommy Watson in on loan till the end of the season. Won't have the option to make that permanent. Uncle Wes out on loan till the end of the season to League One Plymouth. Jack Howland out on loan until the end of the season to League Two Barnet. And we've turned down a club record bid. It would have been if we'd have sold him a record fee for Femi Aziz. Multiple bids from Ipswich. Sorry, my phone's ringing. That distracted me. Talk to me about Bannon, Joe. What'd you make of that one?
Good signing, very experienced. Even at his age, every time I've seen him play against us, he has run the show. Pulls strings, and he just somehow ends up everywhere on the pitch. So, for me, brilliant. Very, very good footballing brain on him. A lot of championship experience. So, yeah, top signing, that one.
Really good signing. Really good signing.
We tried to get him in the summer as well, didn't we?
Yeah, look, my mate's going, it's a bit of a fucking killjoy, my mate. He's going, well, why is everyone banging on he's the Messiah and all this? Mate, he's a very good player in this division. And I think we should have definitely copied that mould or tried to in getting a forward in.
Yeah, I remember that guy about this time a year and a half ago when we was the Ivanovic rumours started going out. We was in for that guy as well. We went to Wrexham in the summer.
Oh, was that Bradley Fink?
Yeah.
Honestly, I've got a memory like I said, but I can't remember what I went up the stairs for sometimes.
He's done nothing at Wickham.
Was it like the year before last when your brother Connor was just going on about some fucking...
Yeah, Novi Sad TV or something. It didn't make any sense, did it?
Yeah. You see, Brothers went back to Barnsley today.
Yeah. Fair play to him. I always liked him.
Yeah, well, he'll now get lines lounged off now he's left.
Great guy off the pitch as well. That's what I loved about him. I remember I bumped into him on a night out in Dublin.
Yeah, go on. Elaborate on that story because I've heard it, but viewers.
Yeah, and he had a chat with us. We see the whole sort of Millwall squad on their Christmas party in Dublin. And he had a nice chat with me and Connor, probably one of the only ones that sort of had time for us. And he said he used to watch his channel.
Did he? Oh, yeah, I know he does, yeah, because I did a full-time reaction once at Stoke, and I said, you've got to win ugly. And I don't know why I didn't have a ticket for the Luton game. I said, if anyone can help me out, and he messaged me and went, I hope you enjoyed the ugly win. I'll get you some tickets. Then he started plying me with away tickets, which is handy. Then he left the club, but he will do a lot of time. Now he's gone out of the division. I don't think there'll be a problem with it to do it in the summer. Going back to fucking Barnsley. Joe, do you think, is it on the 1 to 10? How happy are you with this window?
I'd say an 8. I
agree.
feel like we could have done with 1 or 2 more.
Let me know in the comments, where are you in ranking this window as 1 to 10? Do you know what? I would agree with you 8, but I'm going to have to mark it down 1 because me, you, and a lot of us have been adamant that we needed a fucking striker in. We needed one in the last window. We never got it.
That would have made it a 9. If it was an experienced striker.
Yeah, for me, that would have been number 1. That would have been the first thing to get for me. A lot of people were saying left winger, which I get, but I think we had enough players to do without.
But we've got that in Watson now, haven't we? Is he a left wing? He's a left winger.
Yeah, he's left wing, right-footed left winger. But I just think that I'm still sure. By the way, George Honeyman was the rudest player to you, wasn't he, on the team that in Dublin?
Yeah.
Rude little fuck.
Didn't want to talk to us or anything. Send us away. Yeah.
Sending you away?
Well, he was just sort of like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, yeah, no pictures, blah, blah.
No pictures?
Yeah.
He wouldn't be anyway, you fucking midget.
Brad, yeah, it was like...
Catch the top of your perm, that's about it.
He was a bit big for his boots, and the most friendliest out of all of them that had time for us was Bradshaw and Norton Cuffy, actually.
Norton Cuffy, by the way? Has that gone through? Has he gone to Milan?
No, I read something today. He's decided to stay at Genoa for the rest of the season and assess his options in the summer. I think he's hoping a Premier League club comes in.
Probably wants to come home. A lot of players go, I know it's not related to the transfer window. A lot of players seem to go from England to Italy and do really well. You had McTominay.
Yeah.
Like fucking God out there, McTominay. Who else?
Tommy Abraham was doing well for a bit, but then he ended up now he's back at Villa.
Central midfielder for AC Milan. There you go. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I'm sure there's others.
There are. I was reading something.
Brighton striker.
What player it was, but there's even some players that have only played in the Championship that have gone over to other teams in Italy, and they seem to be doing well.
Yeah, Ewan Ferguson, the young Brighton striker.
Well, he went to Roma, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm actually for Henry's birthday. He wanted to go to San Siro before he gets knocked down, so I've actually got tickets next month. We're going 28th of Feb. So
when does that get knocked down?
End of the season, I think.
Is it?
It might be end of next season, but we're going to on the weekend. We got Preston away, so I won't be at Preston. I'll be in Milan. We're watching Inter versus Genoa.
That's on my bucket list. That I need to go there before.
Yeah, do you know what someone else told me? You can take the missus and sort of go. Oh, I'm taking you away for the weekend because it's only a 45-minute train ride from Lake Como.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we're on like the last day. We're going to get a train to Lake Como. I mean, no game on. Obviously, they played the same time as Inter the day before, but just have a little look around the ground and shit. You know what I mean?
The stadium, yeah.
Right, here is this one still in question. It's an old photo, I know, but I did it while you was all on the screen, so apologies for that. Idemo Maku is subject to a bid from Oxford. Has it been confirmed? Joe, did you say it had been confirmed?
No, I was asking myself, has it been confirmed? I don't think it has.
There you go. Raymond Arnold. Shocked we didn't get a striker in our goal difference. Will be the difference between the playoffs. Yeah, it's not great, is it? Love you too, Raymond. Thanks for the kiss on the end. You said, Joe, one or two more. So one was a striker. What was two?
You got me there now. Striker, maybe another defender for cover in case we get any injuries. Because I think we've let Harding go. We've let Kamal Grant went, and then now he's injured. So if worst case scenario, if we get an injury to one of our defenders, it's like, where do we go there? One of the centre back. I know with the centre backs, Kramer can slot back in at centre back, but then that leaves just Leonard at right back. Really, I don't know what's going on with McNamara. So yeah, maybe it's just someone else for cover.
Here's a name that kept popping up: Bailey Cadamatari or Cadamatari. Do we think we missed a trick not signing him?
I don't know nothing about him, to be honest. So I'm not going to present.
No, I think you put it in the group today, or Telly might have done. Someone put, "Thank fuck we didn't sign him." No, he's not. He's not from me. We also rumours around Don Ballard from Leyton Orient.
I would have taken him.
Yeah, I would have taken him, mate. We still might get him. Who knows? But I know I keep going on about it. I can't understand. After missing out on that Arabi, where'd he go in here, that Arabi? Genk or something?
Yeah, he went to the Belgian team or something, didn't he?
Apparently he's not getting in there, so he might have been no good. But we then instead of him, we got a. Sorry, Sam, you all right? Instead of him, we got a Ballo. Wasn't really a replacement, was it? It weren't really. We've missed out on a battering round of a striker. Let's sign a lightweight left winger.
Yeah,
so I think we missed out there like a trick, and I thought we'd have it ready to go. This one, I think it's the biggest position we need filling. I know they're both firing at the minute. I know they're both fit at the minute, but that could change very quickly, couldn't it?
The thing is, you're only ever 5 minutes away from glass ankles being out for 4 months. So
I know. So worried that it's just gonna. It's gonna happen, didn't you?
Yeah. So I think that was a big thing. Getting another. I would have liked to see, like we've said, an experienced sort of centre forward in this league. Could still maybe look at the free agent market. Who's out there? Mikel Antonio's still there.
Teddy, if you're watching, researcher, free agent markets. Here he is, the Godfather's in.
Hey.
All
right, Pete. Pete's having a munch. What are you eating?
I mean, buckets.
So unprofessional. I did tell him to be fully prepared. He'd be going straight line.
To be fair, he popped up.
Can you hear me, Dan?
No, what'd you say?
No, we're trying to see if I'm muted here.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me, all right then.
Yeah. I'll put you straight in. I'll give Joe a minute to start compose himself. You popped up. I'll put you straight in. Pete, we're just talking about rating the transfer window out of 10. And Gary Townsend said, we're an experienced, prolific goal scorer light. That's clear. But this is a good question because I know you're a big advocate for, we know this window's coming. Why can't we get it done? Is it a case of where do you get them from? Right here, right now. So, a striker that's already firing, really, didn't you?
Oh, it's an hard one, really. I mean, who is out there, to be fair? Who is out there that can... I can't even think of a player who I'd get in, striker-wise.
Well, you either go for an unattached player, you go abroad and take a risk, or you take a risk on a lower league one, like that Don Ballard from Leyton Orient. And we're all saying we need an experienced one, like a Bamford, like a Ollie McBurney, or some people saying Joel Peru. But you ain't going to get him for wages.
No, I just ain't got a clue. I mean, I don't even know. Kieran said I pointed out the young boy from Brighton, obviously, who's coming. But as a striker-wise, I can't even think of one. An experienced striker. Years ago, you'd have your Jeff Horsfield, Kevin Phillips, and players like that could do.
Dion Dublin,
players like that who coming to the end of their careers. Who's the one who used to play at the Palace that we like, Joe, in Brighton? The big striker. And I think he played.
Glenn Murray.
Glenn Murray, another one. That sort of experienced striker.
Yeah.
In that mould of striker. But there don't seem to be any of them players about anymore.
I would have tried Ashley Barnes from Burnley.
Yeah.
On loan. Even though I absolutely hate him.
Again, I said this about Barry Bannon earlier. He was a player you love to hate, but you love him at your club.
Yeah, 100%.
You seen any news today, Pete? Transfer.
Yeah, well, I've just snippets of it. Our group goes overload, doesn't it, about things going on. I don't know who's.
Have you seen the Aziz thing?
I've heard that from Ipswich. You mean?
We turned down record bids, club record bids. It would have been a club record sale for us.
What?
Today from Ipswich for Femi Aziz. It would have been a club record, so it would have been more than SA got sold for, 16 million.
You're joking.
No, there you go. It's a live reaction right there. I didn't think you said that because I've only just put it on the screen as well.
Wow.
Is that a great bit of business for us there, Pete, by keeping hold of him?
Well, obviously, you've got to look at the position we are in. Yeah, and it's in a position, listen, it's up to us now because we're in the position we play so well to get there. And can we continue the form on? Do you know what I mean? Without Aziz, 100% no. So basically, you sell Aziz, you're throwing away a golden chance for us getting into the playoffs. Simple as that.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think the club knew that. And the thing also, as well, is we know at the end of the season, we can still get more money for him as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So why would we sell him now? Even to sell him next season, if we didn't go up, it'd be a disaster for us, I think. But when players come going to another championship club, no. If someone a decent Premiership club come in for him, you can't stand in his way. Why would we sell him to one of our rivals as well?
That's right.
That'd be the worst thing in history. Imagine going in in a couple of weeks' time when we got to play him and he rips the arse out of us. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. I'm afraid that's not happening. So we can't sell him. We just cannot sell him.
Another one, Pete, that's in the pipeline. You might know about this. Apparently, Idaho Maku could be joining Oxford on a permanent deal. What's your thoughts on Maku leaving the club? He divides opinion.
Well, in my opinion, it's be a massive, massive mistake, right? Because I'll tell you why. And I know he's not the greatest when he starts, but when he comes on as a substitute, we all know he can beat people left, right, and centre. And if one of the players, the left wing or right wing, gets injured, we ain't got no one. We haven't got no one. And it's a big... Why we're in this position we are, we need every man on the ship working. Do you know what I'm saying? So getting rid of him, who's a player that we know on his day, he turns defenders inside out. And, no, we can't get rid of Maku. I'm sorry. Like I say, if the new guy, Tom Watson, gets injured or Aziz gets injured, who's going to take their place?
Well, I was going to ask you a question following on from that, but I think I know the answer, judging by your reply to that one. I'd give people the option in the chat, and Joe, if you could keep a Maku and send Ballo back now, or keep Ballo and sell a Maku.
I'm keeping the Macu all day long myself.
Yeah, same.
I'm keeping the Macu. I'm sorry, but the guy, he's let himself down really, because he's had many a start and he just doesn't seem to give us 90 minutes, does he? He could give us 20, 25 minutes at top form, but he doesn't give, even after, he don't give us 45 minutes. But that 20 minutes he does give, or 30 minutes when he comes on his sub, it's just, at this stage of the season, where we are, we can't let players like him go. I'm sorry. That can come off the bench and change a game. And that's what he does.
I thought we did really good defensive work at Watford as well. Come on and show the different side.
Yeah.
I've never understood the he doesn't try hard thing with Mako. I always say that. People go, he fucking don't even try to use his pre. I don't see that. I think he always tries.
I feel like people just say that. And everyone just jumps on it.
You know what we were saying earlier about when we see Watson come in and people going, what a signing. It's like when Cooper made his 400th appearance for the club. He's got doggers abuse for years, Cooper. Now it's like, Coops, what a Mill legend, what a player. And now we're saying it as well. When I've quoted Amaku for his performances, saying he ain't up to it, now we're all saying, now he could be going, no, don't get rid of him.
No.
Everyone on the stream.
What we're saying here, Dan, is that you're asking me whether we should get rid of him. As a 90-minute player, yes, I'll get rid of him next season. But at this moment in time, when we need, everyone there on the same page and the things he can do in the last 15 minutes of the game, that's why I want to keep him.
He had something, didn't he? It's something different.
When he gets the ball down the wing, he's going to beat someone. You know he's going to beat him all day long, especially when he comes on fresh as a sub.
So that's when he gets coming on. Last sort of 20 minutes against sort of a tiring defence.
Exactly.
When he's fresh, he puts them on the back foot and he'll make something happen.
All day long.
It's just a shame about the end product. But where he's still, I feel like there's still more to come from him.
How old is he?
22.
He's 22 in October. So, yeah, there's the news for anyone just asking on the stream to catch up. Adam Amaku is allegedly going to be moving to Oxford on a permanent deal. We've also seen leave on loan 2 players today. Wes Arden has joined League One Plymouth Argyle until the end of the season. And this one's good news. Jack Howland has joined League Two Barnet on loan until he's got one and all, until the end of the season. Players we've seen come in. Sir Barry of Bannon, of course, already made his debut. Tommy Watson on loan from Brighton until the end of the season. And Anthony Patterson on loan from Sunderland until the end of the season. I'd love to see if that one will be made a permanent one. Pete, I've asked Joe this. Is it harsh on Crocombe? Has Crocombe performed for you? And is it harsh on Crocombe that we've gone and sought Patterson? Do you think we would have done as well, boys, if Jensen was fit?
I think the money could have been spent elsewhere, to be fair. Obviously, the manager is not confident in Crocombe. Hence, he's gone out and got this other keeper because, like I say, as far as I'm concerned, Crocombe was doing a great job. So if you ask me, where the money should be spent, it should have been on a striker or maybe another midfielder. I think our defence is all right, but I don't think it was 100% necessary to go out and get a keeper. Maybe time will tell. I know people say Crocombe didn't get down with this and didn't say this and didn't say that, but that's with all keepers. I think that's all the same. Nevertheless, he is a great keeper, this Patterson. But I think money could have been spent better elsewhere, personally. On a striker or midfielder or something like that.
You mean wages? Obviously, it's a low. You mean the wage?
Yeah, I mean, am I right in hearing that he was on someone said 24?
Apparently, originally the wages were a stumbling block. Obviously, a Premier League player now, so he's going to have a lot of.
There's levels, though, isn't there? It's like I said it earlier, and Paul Wise has just said it. Like Crocombe, you could say he's done a good job, but you're not going to remember him for years to come. You're not going to say, "Oh, he's brilliant. He done a great job," and that is it. It's just that extra level up. Quite ruthless.
Quite a David Brent. Good job, not a great job. Like quite David Brent. So I know it's not a David Brent comment, but just that pops his head that David Brent said it. And then Darren Price is saying, with Jensen still injured, we needed a keeper. Couldn't rely on George Evans. I thought we'd done all right, George Evans, but I get what we're saying. We're going to this new bracket or trying to. But I'd say the biggest news of the day, for those who haven't yet seen it, is that it's just come out after the event, thank God. Well, we hope it's after the event. It's like we said, although the deadline has gone and the transfer window closed 35 minutes ago, we turned down multiple bids from Ipswich Town for Femi Aziz today, including an offer which would have amounted to a club record sale. That to me just shows again how serious the club are about we could actually get promoted. Really, really does. Really does. We're still waiting on the Flying Scotsman.
I did say to you, I said, like, people say, "Oh, we're not a one-man team." I said, "Unfortunately, we are." And without that Aziz, I know Saturday wasn't his greatest game. I know he was looking for the golden goal, wasn't he, Saturday, with his shots and all that. But with him in the team, we're just such different entity all day long. And no, we can't sell him. Of course, we can't sell him.
Do you think this will turn his head now, though?
100%. But it's not just that. But like I say, we don't sell him to a rival. If there was someone like maybe a Tottenham or an Everton or something like that come in for him, then you can't stand in his way. But, Ipswich, they're like promote. They're not even guaranteed getting the playoffs. They don't get promoted. So it's all right them going out buying, spending money left, right and centre. But it don't mean they're gonna get promoted. But I do like the way they've gone about their business, as in they've made a statement and gone out and spending all this money to say we're going for this.
Yeah,
and
they bought.
We could have took the leaf out of their book and done the same, and spent just gonna mate. Like I say, another striker.
We ain't got 20 million to offer someone, have we? That's what it must. It must have been close to the 20 million mark for Aziz.
Yeah.
Kenneth.
Well, what the question is, what valuation would you put on Aziz when you look at all these other players going? What valuation would we put on him?
Well,
I would say 20 million at least.
It was north of 16, wasn't it? Because SA was the record, and they're saying it would have been more than that. So it would have been over 6. It would have been 17 and up.
Yeah.
The money in football's mad. Kenneth Mennett says, you say about levels. Bender was from the Premiership and he was awful. Hope Patterson is better. Well, excuse me. We've got his.
Can anyone sort of like point out to me what Patterson is? Is Patterson a good distributor of the ball? Is he good on the ball? Is he good defending corners? Is he good like that? What is he sort of like? His traits as a keeper.
Well, apparently his kicks. Someone said earlier his kicking's not great. Apparently, right? But I can tell you he's very commanding. He's very vocal. He's a presence in goal. He's a good shot stopper. And he's got that promotion experience. If you look at both the new signings, I mean, look, he had one loan at Notts County, and he's been in the team pretty much ever since. And I hear like his mate of mine's a Sunderland fan, randomly, and he said it's harsh on him that he ain't been getting him this season, but they've done obviously what we're trying to do, gone to the next level and trying to up the levels on the pitch as well with the players they're buying and selecting. But yeah, again, we said this earlier, people. We said that we're quite quick as not just our fans, but all football fans. Like, for example, Tommy Watson. Going, I said it. What a signing this will be. He's only played 22 times for Sunderland. I was 19 years old, by the way. I did know he was 19. Yesterday in the video, I said 22. It does make me laugh when I take time out of my day to do a video, edit it, put it out, and the only thing they get from a video is I've got his age wrong by 3 years. He's not 22, he's 19. The old Facebook police. So, yeah, he's 19 years old. Looks like a young Luke Chadwick, bless him. Look. We ain't going to win no beauty contest, are we? With Barry Bannon on the side, but good players nonetheless. Well, like I just said, Barry Bannon proven. Patterson for me proven, and Watson with a point to prove. What would you rate this transfer window, Pete, out of 10?
I've got to give it. I'll give it an 8. I think an 8, definitely an 8. Especially, I mean, the winger. We needed the left winger, didn't we? Goalkeeper, not so much. And Banham. I think Banham's the one for me. I know we got the young, but I think getting older Banham, that experience. Like I say, if we could have got the experience up front as well, as in like as we said earlier, a Stevie Claridge type of character that can, galvanise a team and show that bit of experience. To be a calm head when sometimes we get battered, don't we, against some teams, especially like teams like look at Blackburn, for example, how bad they've been like. Do you know what I mean? Like of late, but they battered us. Do you know what I mean? I think with Banham in the team, he'll keep a level head on things. Do you know what I mean? Tell people to calm down. I
like what Pete just said there. We can't win ugly without those sorts of players, like the Langstaffs of this world, the scrappier types of players. Maybe. The flying's in, how are you, mate? You're a little bit of a flying, floating head at the minute. Can you?
About that.
There you go. That's better, mate. How are you?
Yeah. All right. All good.
Good. Have you seen the Aziz news?
Yes. See it right, Dan.
That's
There's no way they could have sold him what you were saying. And Pete was right, Dan. It's like, if you sold Aziz now, for everybody, it would just kind of, the whole season would just go pop. What would be the point? He's everything going forward. Well, we're not, honestly, we're nothing.
Do you think this might turn his head now, though?
I don't think so. If it had been from somebody higher up, if it had been, I don't know, maybe Palace or somebody else, he might, fair enough, but is it really a big move for him?
I wonder if he's
They reckon it's a terrible place to live, don't they, Suffolk?
I wonder if he kicks up a fuss.
We can't do that, Danny. Winter's closed now. It's too late, isn't it? To kick up a fuss.
Well, we hope
if it was the start of this January, right, this news broke, yes, it would upset him because he'd want to go with the money, obviously, and things like that. But it's only just, how long has this been going on? Why has it just come to like now? Has it been going on for the last 3 weeks? Or what?
I was thinking the same. I wonder if, if who they got, because I know they got Smodish, and there was talk of Smodish going to Derby. It doesn't look like that's happening. Maybe they said to Smodish, because they seem to have, I don't know loads about it, but similar types of players, a lot of them to Aziz. They've got Jack Clark, they've got Smodish, they've got Philogene as well, haven't they?
Yeah, good player.
They're all similar types to Aziz, aren't they? Mind you, Philogene and Jack Clark both play on the left, don't they? Smodish can play centre or left. So maybe they need, I don't know. Yeah, it's an interesting question. Why has that just happened right now? But Warren, what are you saying about the window as a whole? Good business for us? Enough players in? Do we need anyone else?
It's a hard question to answer, Dan. Because it's almost like if you go forward in 3 months' time, end of the season, because our last game 2nd of May, so three months' time, right? If we're in the top 6, then yes, it's good. If we're not in the top 6, then no, it's not.
Yeah, mate, you're right.
Because when you think about it, we're 5th at the moment, right? So if the league ended tonight, we're in the playoffs. So only time will tell.
Jake Woodward's spot on there. I've seen a few other people say as well. It'll be hard to keep Aziz in the summer if we don't go up. I think if we don't go up, that's probably
he's gone. Yeah,
he's gone.
He's gone.
At least though, if he goes in the summer, you have time to take your time. We'll get somebody else in.
Unless the club say to him, like, they sort of show some potential and say, look, next season, or say the season's done and say this season we're having a right go pushing for those top 2 spots and really going to invest, it might sway him to stay.
I don't think so, Joe. I don't think so. Like Dan said, turning his head, yes, if this is the start of January, I'd be worried because I think he would go, definitely go.
But do you think if we don't go up, a Premier League team will come in for him.
100%.
That's the only way.
100%.
No.
Well, it might be Ipswich if they're a Premier, or Coventry, one of them. They've seen him in that league. You know, anyone who gets promoted, Middlesbrough even, they'll have the money. They could come in and offer us 20 million and give him like, I don't know, 30 grand a week or whatever he wants. But 100%, he won't. Unless we go up, he won't be with us next season. That's a gimme.
Someone saying that Jaden Philogene injured, so they need to replace him. Fuck it, they're not fucking around. They signed a player from Bristol City, didn't they? Bristol City, I don't know what's happened. They lost 5-0 to Derby, I know, but they sold their goalkeeper.
Centre half.
The centre half and fucking that Mehmet fellow who's a midfielder, I think.
Do you see what he's done what he said in his first interview with Wrexham?
Who?
The Bristol City player they signed for Wrexham.
Right. No, go on.
I think something's going on behind the scenes there because he said something. It's good to be at a club that's matching my ambitions, and I can see the project that's going on here. And it was like as if to say that Bristol City have got no ambitions to go forward. And then I had a little read on Twitter, a lot of their fans sort of commenting, going, "Our club doesn't have any ambition, blah blah," and all this. So I don't know if something's happened there behind the scenes.
Well, the keeper left, didn't he? The keeper left and went to... Oh, where'd he go? He fucks up on his debut. It was Derby against...
Stoke, wouldn't it? Oh, no, that was the Southampton.
And they come back and drew in the last minute. Derby played at home They played 2 Fridays in a row. I can't remember when they played. But, that Leary's a good keeper, but he went and messed up. For West Brom he went. And messed up on his debut.
They've started to tail off a bit as well, didn't they, last few games now?
Badly. West Brom are banging trouble. Blackburn have lost their managers today. Watford sacked theirs.
Watford sacked their manager again?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
When we played them, if they had beat us, they'd have gone level on points, I think. They was like won 4 games. He got manager a month, didn't he?
I thought he resigned. I
thought he walked as well. And
he resigned.
He said something about the club, the way it was going wasn't for him. I don't know if there were sign-ins or something, but it was strange.
Oh, fair enough.
Maybe they're not backed him enough in the transfer window, gone for what he's wanted, and he said, well, I can't go forward like this.
Right, but have a quick recap for those that may have just joined the stream. We're hearing that Idemo Maku could be going out permanently to Oxford of the Championship. Jack Howland has left the club on loan to join League 2 Barnet until the end of the season. Uncle Wes has also left the club on loan to the end of the season. He's gone to League 1 Plymouth. As we know, Barry Bannon is in, made his debut against Sheffield United. Tommy Watson is in on loan until the end of the season. On loan from Brighton. No view to make that one permanent, but I'm hoping that one could be made permanent if he does the business. Anthony Patterson in from Sunderland. But the biggest news of the day, it's like a new signing. The club turned down multiple bids from Ipswich Town for Femi Aziz today, including an offer which would have amounted to a club record sale, which is, of course, Romain Esse currently to Crystal Palace for £16 million.
Teddy's put some.
Warren, what's your opinions on the goalkeeper coming in? Do you think it's harsh on Crocombe if he goes straight into the team, which I think he will?
Dan, he's done well to an extent, but I'm still not quite. There's something I don't know. When the ball comes back all the time and he kicks it, and he takes that extra second sometimes. I don't know, just not there. That is
it like someone just said? You know, Will Bender was from the Prem, but he was shit. Is it that little search for like star quality in every position?
Yeah,
we've got players that will do and are good, but we need star quality in every position.
Just to take us that kind of. Somebody, I don't know this goal how he is with the ball at his feet, but I would imagine he's really good with the ball. The ball comes back to him. The amount of times over the years we with goalies, you go back to Florian Barton. It's just the kicking was shocking. The ball would go anywhere. Whereas you watch other teams and they ping the ball at the fullback or the winger, and you go from there. Whereas us, the ball goes back to the goalie and just launch it, and it could go anywhere.
What both of these players have got is very, very recent promotion experience, both with Sunderland. Alex Neil would have worked with both of them, wouldn't he? I'm sure, definitely Patterson. Two youngsters, but positions we needed filling. Warren, would you think we should have got anyone else in any other positions?
Somebody up top, Dan. Somebody else. I still think that we're still like up top. It's like after Saturday with Langstaff, he's not the answer. You can play 10, 15 minutes, right? So basically, of two options up front. Now, if one of them gets suspended or injured, we're then down to one, really. And we've got 16 games left. Just a bit. It's a risk.
How mad is this? Andre Gray, didn't we try and get him once? Why did the bloke want like fucking loads of money at Leicester?
Well, Burnley,
Yeah, Burnley, Leicester. Yeah. He was like, he's joined Port Vale permanently. You know
what fall from grace that is?
Another fall from grace. You remember Niall Ranger?
Oh yeah.
I remember. Yeah,
he's joined Chatham Town. It's fucking not see
that. You seen the Imaku news?
What?
The news on Imaku?
No, go on.
Says update, extension granted and talks ongoing, but all parties positive of completing Idemo Maku's move from Millwall to Oxford.
Where's that on?
Teddy's put it on the chat. It's from Twitter. Peter Smith.
Big mistake that. Big mistake. We do that.
Warren, we've had our say on that, the Imaku thing. What do you think on Imaku? Is he in that bracket with Langstaff, or is there something more there with a younger player that we should try and keep hold of him? Cheers, Joe. I'll put it up now.
Again, Dan, if we keep everyone else fit, then I would say yes, go. Because we've got not enough players there. However, if two of them are out for a few weeks, he's always a sort of player that you should start in games. No, he's not the answer. But the last 15 minutes, yes, he is.
Is it fair to say, despite me hammering him, despite the fans hammering him, he has got something different that others haven't that can be used as a weapon?
And that's pace and being able to beat a player quite easily.
Yeah.
Anyone he beats them every single time.
The problem,
nine times out of 10 he beats them down that line. He's only let down is his distribution, which is if he had only half, like improved his distribution by 50%, it'd be much better. But it's just his final pass is wrong.
Because every time he'll beat the fullback 9 times out of 10, right? But 9 times out of 10, where does the ball go after that?
Could it nearly took our head off at fucking Charlton? There's four of us on the stream, but the researcher does great work behind the scenes. Cheers, Teddy. There it is. I made the graphic. Confirmed. Update, extension granted and talks ongoing. But all parties positive of completing Idemo Maku's move from Millwall to Oxford. Yeah, it's one of them. Like, I've known not fuck about him, but no, it would be a shame to see him go. But I don't know if all you boys have seen it. There's definitely some stuff on Twitter. Apparently, he put something on his Instagram story the other day and said, "Be careful what you wish for," and deleted it, which is just a rumor. I'm not confirming that. I didn't see it myself, but I did see someone put in the group earlier, like a couple of fans just discussing. I'd rather keep Langstaff over Imaku, and someone else said, "You're mad," like, or vice versa. No, Imaku's got can't do this, can't do that, and Imaku's gone back at the bloke, which suggests to me that he knew he was going to be leaving.
Do you think that by letting him go, that someone else behind the scenes is ready to finally get going? Benicio Baker in Saturday's squad.
Triple B, reduced to double B to try and get a game. And still didn't manage to do it.
Maybe that's why we ain't brought a striker in as well. Zach Lovelace might be close to fitness.
Fucking hell.
Absolute no chance, Joe.
That's the winds me up so much.
Over £1 million for a Maku. So again, it's a player that we've got good service out of that we didn't pay £1 million for. So you've got to say it's good business. But a lot of people are now saying should be keeping the Makus. It's an impact sub.
Exactly, that's what I said.
Boys, while I've got you all on, and we hope something else might happen, talk to me. I've done my post match. I know you all did a video after the game. Let's all have a chat about Saturday's game against Sheffield United. We're right to be disappointed. Should we take it on the chin? It is what it is. We can't win every game.
Got to win your home games if we want to really push on. And I feel like, listen, a bit different if we're up against a quality team like there has been previous seasons. But I've always said at this moment, this league's there for the taking. And I feel like we should be beating anyone at home, really. I feel like that was 2 points drop. Don't get me wrong, they were a good team, Sheffield United. They looked all right, but I still feel there was enough chances there to sort of put the game to bed.
Pete?
I think we on 60 minutes. I think the first half was pretty even. Yeah, the second half they took over the game really, and they had so much control, coming especially down our right. They was getting through all the time, past Doughty and all that. And I said to someone on 60 minutes, I'll take a draw now. I said, normally I said, if we don't win, don't lose, right? And they were sort of peppering us at one stage. Listen, they was getting behind our right back, getting the ball across. And it weren't for good defending. They could have easily scored a goal, do you know what I mean? But I think we rode our luck a lot in that second half. And then, it's something about Mill this season. About when it comes to the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes, we seem to be on a resurgence. And how we never scored in that last 10 minutes, I'll never know. Especially the last minute when the ball came across. I think 3 of them missed it. But I was happy with a point. Yes, Joe, I agree with it. You should win your own game, but you can't win them all. And Sheffield United are a good side. I know they spent after 8 of them, at least of them, on our turf. They must have loved our turf. Must be really comfortable turf to sit on. A lot of them enjoyed sitting down for a long period of the game, didn't they? Do you know what I mean? And they looked too comfortable on the floor, didn't they, Sheffield United? I don't know what their game plan is, because they're a good team. Why they have to result to feigning injury? And then when, that the poor bloke that got a real injury, everyone was thinking he was faking it as well. Turns out, I hope the boys were right. I don't know what the state of his injury was, but that's what you get, isn't it, when you fake injuries all the time and sitting in. And then that poor bloke, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what his injury was, but 1-1, I'm going to take 1-1. Like I say, can't win them all.
I just want to say it's different. It's different though if, like, some of the games we used to see under Rowett or Harris, if we are hanging on and you can't see us creating something. For years, we've had games where you can't see us creating anything. You can't see us scoring a goal. Then you'd be happy. You'd say, yeah, we'll take that draw at home. But I feel like there was opportunities there to win the game.
Yeah.
Chances.
Sure, there was.
And
especially all that underlying stuff.
Yeah. And we put pressure on towards the end as well, put balls into the box. Just no one really getting on the end of it. Or just, I think it was rude missed chances.
That Watford game, that chance was massive, wasn't it, Warren? I always say the first goal's so important, and that's just the thing with Langstaff. He grafts, he'll chase the fucking Chris Packet down a windy alley, but he's got to be scoring that.
He's like Gregory, isn't he? He runs round everywhere, but he just can't score a goal. It takes 3 chances to score a goal.
The thing is, see that chance he had? Who expected him to score that? I knew what was going to happen. If he's going to just dink it or go around the goalie. No, it was so obvious. And I just felt Saturday, it was flat. It was flat in the crowd. It was flat on the pitch. And I get you can't win every week, but you need something more. And it was just me noticed. See, at half time, the first half, it was like, right, it's a draw, so fine. Change it at half time. Go two up top. You're home.
I said that in my post match. That's one thing that Alex Neil does. I've noticed that Neil Harris used to make the same substitutions. So did Gary Rowett. No matter how the game was going, they go left back for left back, left mid for left mid. But Alex Neil does see usually everyone's thinking it, and he goes and does it, tries to win the game. But he was in the right rush in the first half, like running and getting the ball, throwing it back to the players, quick. I thought what Warren just said, he should have changed it sooner.
Yeah.
And then he took the serve off. I thought had a good game.
Oh, he did that. And first half, he was flick ons. He was getting the ball, linking it left, linking it right. And the only Sheffield United are good going forward, but see at the back, I think that
agree.
Looks suspect.
Yeah, very.
So maybe two up top and go at them.
We could have put them to bed.
Yeah.
Someone just put something in the comments, and I thought that can't be right, and it is right. Ipswich, right, one of them's in the FA Cup. Ipswich have now got 5 away games in a row.
What?
I saw it pop up, and I thought I'll Google it and check. I thought it can't be right. It is. Portsmouth are away to Pompey tomorrow. They're away to Derby on Saturday. Then they're away to Wrexham in the FA Cup. Then they're away to Wrexham in the league.
To be fair, though, one of those is a game that got called off, wasn't it?
Yeah, it must be. And then they're away to... Then they're
Yeah,
away
we give a hand thing, yeah.
They've got the
They're away
FA
to
Cup
Watford.
game, so they've packed them all in. Because if they were at the FA Cup and they played that original fixture without it being postponed, they would have only really had the 2 away games, wouldn't they? It's just the way it's fallen.
5 in a row. Ipswich away, Derby away, Wrexham away in the Cup, Wrexham away in the league, Watford away. And then they're back at home. They're not back home to the 28th of Feb.
Is that when we're playing them?
No, March.
No, 21st of March.
Oh,
Why is that date ringing a bell? That's not good.
My birthday.
Is it?
Yeah, 21st of March.
I'll do that really. No, we got Kelly Stag do coming up.
where you going? You're going bowling, aren't you?
Bowling?
Spain. Bowling in Spain.
Where you going bowling?
What are you talking about, you lunatic? We're going Portugal.
Portugal.
Golf.
God, what is something like
No,
that?
that's what I'm doing with so many hours of work. I'm going Milan at the end of this month, on the 28th of Feb. I think we're going Kelly Stag do on the 21st of March. Then I fly to America on the 14th of June. I'll be fucking skinned by the time I get back. Yeah, Watson was a Maku's replacement. But again, Maku, I was going to say, it's one of the things, why get in a lone player when you've got someone else? But I'm hoping that he's going to be the level above. Right, boys.
What would you say we're going to get a fee for him, Maku?
Yeah, it's about £1 million, apparently.
So that means we've spent no money in the window, but brought.
Good point.
And that's the wages.
Unless
I
something's...
know, but even still, it's like if you want to go up, he's got to kind of see before even one big signing. I don't mind something coming along, that's fine. But one signing, just something to kind of get us going.
Do you know what? We've been good at that down the years, haven't we? Having big windows without... And then we go, we ain't spent a lot of money. And this year, I'm like, no, it's definitely different. What do we pay for Bannon? 400 grand, apparently?
It's nothing, really.
And then 2 loans. So we definitely...
What they doing? They're playing balance in the books, Dan, aren't they? If that's the case, if Maku goes, that £1 million, like you say, will pay Bannon's wages and Patterson's wages to the end of the season.
Yeah.
16, was it 3 months ago? We've got February, March, April, 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah? And that'd be,
Yeah.
say, 12 grand a week, 40 grand a month. His wages is probably going to be about 150 grand, don't they, Patterson's, for the next 3 months.
At one point, I did see that was like going to be a stumbling block, and we wasn't looking like we was going to get him. But
Sorry, Darren, if you remember, go back three years ago, right, when we were doing well, and we went for Kevin Nisbet. Remember, he failed. Was it his knee? And then we brought in Burke, and what more was it as well? And again, to me, that window, we had a chance here. We never really kind of just They were
That's
went
Millwall,
for it.
wasn't it? That's always our windows are not
Yeah.
been great.
Again, at the last minute, obviously the last day of the season, we all know kind of what can happen. I just don't want to look as I said, in 3 months' time thinking, you know what, maybe we should have bought something, maybe we should have done this or done that.
Yeah, it's gone very, very quiet. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they announced the players yesterday. It was a random day for us to announce. That's why
Yeah, I thought they'd wait till today.
Yeah, well, I filmed that pre-deadline day video just with a little bit of transfer news, and I thought I'll whack the post-match out. And the things I said in the post-match and the other video meant it should have gone the other way around. But I started driving to work, and they went fucking bang bang, and I was like, that's random on a Sunday.
Yeah, it's weird on a Sunday. We never usually hear anything on a Sunday, do we?
No, it's just free agents now until midnight.
Right.
Come on, who's a free agent out there? Can we look at a list? There must be a list of free agents.
Teddy, send us a list if you got it. Teddy or Paul saying, hang on, fucking hell, I forgot about him. Why didn't Reece Bangura-Williams go out on loan? He's not getting the
Good point,
team.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I tell you what, another one I would have put on loan was Lamptey. Did you laugh at Ollie Burke?
I prefer Jack Allen to bang on Williams all day long.
Yeah, well,
All day long.
in case you are late to the stream, Jack Allen has left and joined League Two. Barnet on loan until the end of the season. Wes Arden has also gone out the door and joined League One Plymouth. I think that'll probably turn permanent for Wes if he does a good job there. Fucking long way though, Wes. Let me tell you that for nothing. The Idama Maku thing is ongoing. It looks like he's going to become a Oxford player permanently before the night is out. But the big news of the day, the club turned down multiple bids from Ipswich Town for Femi Aziz, including an offer which would have amounted to a club record sale. So that means it's in excess of £16 million, which is what we got for Romain Esse. If Esse is worth 16, then Maku's worth 20 easy. And it matters.
In Maku, 20 million.
Did I say Maku?
Yeah.
I meant Aziz. I keep doing that. I'm fucking getting old.
I've just got a list up of all the free agents out there.
Go on.
Send it to me, Joe. If I can put it on the screen if you want.
It's a long list, and half of them I've never even heard of. Well, 90% of them. I'll send you the link. Where are we? Jesse Lingard.
I mean, the Lingard thing I heard was popping up. Sterling, I got it. Sterling was coming up. But people need, like, oh no, we won't pay wages for fucking. Apparently, we didn't want to pay the wages for Raksaki.
That Lingard one I completely made up out of thin air. I thought, let's have a laugh and throw some random.
Surprise, Joe. Surprise.
Kurt Zuma's a free agent.
Is that the one that kicked the cat? Is that the one that kicked the cat?
That's what he's known for now.
The cat kicker.
I don't think he's even a footballer. I think he just kicks a cat. James Rodriguez. Yeah, it's too many to put on the screen. Dele Alli. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain.
How about the one at West Ham striker? I liked him.
Callum Wilson.
No,
Still there, no, he's still there.
Mikel Antonio.
Yeah.
He was training with
He was training with Leicester. I don't think they've given him a deal yet, though.
Yeah, but he ain't fitting up, is he? I don't know. But he can cause a few problems for defenders. He's the sort of player that I'd be after now, if he was fit, obviously.
Yeah.
Someone bit of experience, bit of Premiership experience, bit of know-how, knows how to rough defenders up. That sort
That'd
of
be
thing.
massive. I think.
I heard Tyler Bury. I heard that he was leaving. He was leaving West Ham. He was going to terminate his contract, but nothing come of that. But he's one out.
He scored that goal against Tottenham and back in the fold.
It's just the wages is the stumbling block, isn't it? It's just the wages. I've got to be honest, boys. I don't think we're getting any fucking. They've gone from above our pay grade to I've never heard of them. Now, Boys, let's talk about Watford. Wrexham. I see people saying, what's your starting 11, boys? What's your starting 11? Let's talk a little bit about the Wrexham game predictions and what team would you go with now we've got these new players in? Who wants to start? I don't mind who.
I'd probably shore up the midfield in a way of
Yeah, I think we have 4 in midfield.
playing Mitchell, Bannon, and Denor. And then you sort of 3 up top, 2 wingers either side. Probably start that Watson on the left, Aziz on the right. And I'll probably start with maybe Coburn up top to start. Defence just stays as it is. That picks itself at the minute.
If Doty's fit.
4-3-3 sort of.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
No, he's not fit. I'm happy to have Sturge there. Either way, does a job.
In goal?
You got to start Patterson. We brought him in for that reason. So yeah.
Thanks, Joe. When did he last play, though? Has he played the last few months?
No, he hasn't. But
Who Patterson?
Yeah.
with the goalkeeper,
I know. I think if there's no play, that's a big thing there.
This is the thing because people said earlier Watson hasn't played. All right, Watson hasn't played. You need to get up to speed. But of course, the keeper hasn't played. You don't bring the keeper on as a sub, do you? You know what I mean?
No.
And he can't come on for a sub to get minutes. So he's got to just. I would imagine he's up to speed. So,
But
what do you think, Warren? Do you think Alex Neil will wait for Crocombe to make a mistake before he puts, which could be costly in the fucking grand scheme of things?
I would wait personally. Yeah, I don't know how long, but I'd wait because the following week we're away at Sheffield Wednesday. The following week, so that might be the game. But bring him in.
Listen, I think you're not. Someone just said it there, Michael Easman. Like, what is the point of signing them if you're not going to play them? We've brought in these. You bring in players to think's going to make your team stronger. So I don't think none of these players have come in to sort of sit around and wait for their chance. I think they should just be thrown in.
Watson, I'll get if he doesn't.
Yeah,
I would. Well, having said that,
who else do you start with though on the left?
I wanted Bannon in straight away, but I can see why he isn't with Billy and Casper. But the left wing is a problem for me. Don't want to play Doty there, and he's obviously he does that with Ballo and Amaku, didn't he? Oh, oh no, I forgot how bad you was. Okay, you come back out. Oh no, yeah, he's equally as bad. So maybe he will throw him straight. Although he's not played a lot. Someone put earlier how many minutes he played this year, like 53 minutes, I think.
We ain't signed him for no reason though, have we? Surely there's the intentions there that he's going to do a better job than Amaku or Ballo. So I'd just throw him in.
Peter Warren, I don't mind who goes first. What would you boys do on the Saturday at Wrexham away? Big game.
Well, I think Wrexham, if you score 3, they're going to score 4. Do you know what I mean? They're like quite good at home, aren't they? They're right on the front foot on you. Do you know what I mean? So we got to be on their game. I think keep a clean sheet there would be just amazing. But I think we're going to concede a few goals up there. But I think it'd be a high scoring goal. So I'm going to go high scoring goal game. But I'm going to go like pack the midfield out. Put 4 in midfield, 4 at the back. Maybe 5 in midfield, 4 at the back and 1 up front. Yeah, and just try and feed off like the scraps that the wingers can create, really. But definitely I'd go 4 in midfield, 4 at the back. Or 5 in midfield, I should say. 5 in midfield.
I think it's similar to what Joe said. Like, you know what I mean? Like 3 central midfielders in Bannon, Mitchell. Still got Smallbone to come back very soon and all.
Yeah.
What would you start the new signing straight in?
No. I think we've got to stick to what we know at the moment. Like you say, he hasn't. Has he started any game for Brighton this year by any chance?
Yeah, he has.
Is he?
A couple, I think.
He's played 6 times, but don't know how many more off the bench probably. Played in the cup.
So
maybe?
is he like up to match fitness? That's what I'm saying.
I don't think so, Pete. No, I can't see it. No.
Well, again,
Aye.
when you got to get these players in, they've got to hit the ground running, haven't they? you know what I'm saying? There's no
What?
point giving
Who
them
else
time.
would you have on that left wing though?
That's
Surely
all,
not.
man.
Surely not Ballo.
No
But it won't be a
bad.
Maku. It doesn't look like it's going to be a Maku. He won't. It won't be. He won't play Doty. I wouldn't mind Doty there. That's why I wasn't like others. I didn't think we needed a left winger as badly as everyone else thought. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That's just my. I was desperate for a striker, which we didn't get. But I don't know. Maybe he's going to. I mean, surely he can't. Surely he can't play Ballo. I'm surprised. I know it's the end of the season, but like we've all said, I would have kept fucking Maku and got rid of Ballo. Warren, what would you do on Saturday?
So Dan, either 4-4-2, and as Pete said, just go at them. Because if they go at us, then we'll go back at them. But they take that risk. Yeah, they've been all open there. Or Joe said, pack in the midfield. But rather than pace up to the left, maybe say Negley to the left of the three. So he's not playing the winger, but he just start left side a bit. Something like that, maybe.
It's a big game, boys. I say they all are when you're in our position. Look at that. We're currently 5 points. I mean, if we win the game, we'll be 6 points clear of Wrexham. If they win, they'll go above us on goal difference, I would imagine, because I've not seen our goal difference. We're only like +2, I think, or something like that.
Derby are flying, aren't they? Derby are flying at the moment. I don't know they're playing Saturday, but they're flying.
Apparently, Smodic has just gone through to them.
What?
Smodic, guess what Teddy just put on the group? That,
Shut up.
Well, no, I knew it was a possibility. Smodic has got it. You think about it, right? I was looking at their team derby, and I was in my head. I still thought they had all the players. They have got Colt Morris, but players that they nearly went down with. When I saw them play the other night, they got fucking Vyman, Lewis Travis. They got who else they got? Killed myself there. They got some good players. Oh, Ben Berrick Diaz.
Yeah, they've got him. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, he scored the other night. Beat Bristol City 5-0.
He's been crap, but he's starting to pick up now. He loves to get on that, I suppose, that run. They're on a run like Blackburn were a few years ago. They're the ones you've got to watch out for now, Derby.
Derby are at home to Ipswich.
Oh, wow.
12:30 Saturday.
Is that true, Joe? Smollett's gone Derby. Is that true?
I can't see anything official anywhere. I've just checked.
Where'd you get that from then?
Teddy put it on the group.
Teddy said it.
Ipswich v Derby. Cool. We'd want to draw there, then, wouldn't we? Really?
I see that.
That fourth to 7th could be all changed then, couldn't it? It's us v Wrexham and Ipswich, Derby v Ipswich. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Scottish plays for Ipswich.
That's right.
He ain't going to leave Ipswich and go straight into the Derby team, is he? And this is a loan. They'll say, right, he can play, but he can't play against us.
Derby have just announced someone else, though. Derry Merkin from FC Utrecht. There's nothing official about Smodic there.
Come on, Teddy. Where'd you get it from, mate? Selling porkies.
Does anyone want to ask any of the panel any questions? While we wait, or is there anything on the panel? Anyone that wants to talk about anything?
Dan, sorry, see the game on Saturday. Everyone's saying, we must win. But do we need to win? Because if we draw on Saturday, Wrexham must have 3 points off us. So,
well, a couple of my mates,
it's a game I have to win.
A couple of my mates who are Arsenal fans, I'll give it to them the week before, obviously, because we battered Charlton and they lost to Man U. And then said, look, you can return to normal this week. You've bottled it. I said, no. We won 4 in a row or 3 in a row at home before that. You ain't going to win every game.
Yeah.
I don't know what you say. You win your own games, draw your away games, you get promoted. All right, I knew we'd draw, but no, a draw for me isn't the end of the world. Especially if we draw, right, and Ipswich do beat Derby. I know it's all what ifs, maybes, but we extend that gap on 7th place. I'm not sure he's below that. I didn't go that far down in the graphic, did I? But no, look, mate. I think a draw. No, I didn't. I think a draw is a very good result against a team.
This league. If you look at that table, Dan, I mean, I know it's a big one, but if we win, we go 53, and just say Coventry and lose, we're only 5 points off of top place.
Yeah, well, look, as we all know now as well, Coventry have
5
dipped off.
points off the top. It's there for the taking, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Borough are level on points with Coventry. Coventry about 12 clear at one point, I think, weren't they?
Borough are on a roll at the minute, though. They seem
Yeah.
like, for the run we've been on, I'm surprised we're not up there higher. It's everyone else around us is winning.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was just reading a few comments. Let me get it off the screen.
I'm just going to get a cup of tea, Dan.
Go on, mate. No worries.
Right.
After the rest of the game, sorry, we've got what Sheffield Wednesday away. I think it's home games against Portsmouth and Birmingham. Yeah, and Preston away after that. That's 4 big games. That's what we get. 10 points here. 10 points.
Well, sponsored Mr. HK Fire, Paul. Good evening, mate. He's just WhatsApped me a question. We've got 4 of the current top 6 away from home to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
How many points would you be happy with from them 4 games, which are Borough away, Hull away, Ipswich away, Wrexham away? I'd be happy with 4 if I knew he was going to win their own games.
I'd say 7, 8.
Wouldn't you? You would say if you knew you was going to win, but you don't know you're going to win your own games, do you? So I suppose out of 4, say you lost 1, drew 2, and won 1. 5?
5 or 6, I think would be. I'll take that now.
5 out of 12 points when that away game's coming up out of the top 4. We still got to play Middlesbrough away. Cheers, Paul. Yeah, well pointed out. We got to play Middlesbrough away, Hull away, Ipswich away, and Wrexham all away from home. I would say 5 points is a good return. Any more than that, I'm buzzing.
And somebody else said those teams in the top 6, we've not beat one of those teams at all.
If you look, I was just thinking of it on the flip side of that. Coventry beat us at the Den. Middlesbrough beat us at the Den. Hull beat us at the Den. We drew Ipswich on Boxing Day. Wrexham beat us at the Den. Fucking hell.
You know what, though?
We haven't played Derby at home, have we? No.
I might have gone a bit higher on the points there, said about 7, but I'm still of the attitude where I might be getting a bit above it, but I still think the sort of little run we've been on, other than Saturday, I don't fear going to any of those teams. I feel in my head we can go to any of those grounds and nick all 3, especially the way we played against Coventry.
Yeah.
There's no reason why we can't go to any of these places and nick a win.
And Jakey correctly says, and we owe them all now. We owe them all. We need to take something off some of them. That's actually mad when you... Yeah, well done, Paul, for pointing out, because I've just realised when you said we lost the Den 3-0 to Coventry. Was it 3-0? 4-0. 4-0 to Cov, 3-0 to Middlesbrough, 2-1 to Hull, 0-0 with Ipswich, 2-0 to Wrexham. It's only Derby we haven't played at home in the top 7. So we need to try and get some back there. Does that mean we're in a false position? No, absolutely. I'll be honest, I'm surprised we're 5th. I thought we should be higher, really.
Yeah. Do you know what I'd say, though? We're from, other than maybe the Hull, that was quite recent, in Ipswich. The Coventry, Middlesbrough games, Wrexham.
That's all right.
We're a lot
first 3 home games, weren't they? That was their first 3
home games. 4, yeah.
I feel we're a lot stronger now than what we was when we last played these teams.
I like that fight. Imagine we win Saturday. I love that little 5-point gap we got on Derby. If we get that, if we was say, I know again, he's all fucking, if me aren't that bollocks, you'd be my uncle. We beat Wrexham away Saturday, puts us on 53. Ipswich beat Derby, puts us 8 points clear of 7th. Which, moving on to another question, which I just saw and I wanted to ask you all, but it's vanished in the absolute sea of questions. Hang on. It was. We'll find it. I will find it. There we go. Where do you boys think we'll finish this season? I think 5th.
2nd.
You think we're going to finish 2nd? You hope we're
Second.
I've got this strange feeling inside that,
Can feel it in my buns, sonny Jim. That wasn't a Warren impression. No, it's just what's that off a TV show? Isn't it?
You look at our previous seasons. This is the time of the season where we really come into our own. I still think there's a couple more gears to go from us, and other teams are going to slip up.
Warren, you laughed when I was both said second.
I don't think for a second, Dan. I still think we don't like that kind of high up. 16 games left. Saying that, I think we're third or fourth.
Yeah, I agree with Warren. I agree with actually what you're all saying. I think there's another gear, and I think we'll still win loads more games. But I don't think Ipswich will drop enough point. I think they'll keep going. Well, I was listening to TalkSport on my own, Goldstein and Bent, and Goldstein always digs Ipswich out to piss Darren Bent off. Obviously, you pay for him. And he said Ipswich haven't won in the last two. Darren Bent was like, all right, we haven't won in the last two, but it's only one defeat in 9 for Ipswich. So they're definitely...
Do you know what, though? We win Saturday, it's on, I'm telling you. That would be a statement.
It is.
Joe, you're right.
It does seem like every Saturday it's all like, if we win this one, like this is similar to the Coventry one. If we win this one, all right, flip that question. Can you boys not see us making the playoffs now?
No.
No, I'm fucking weird. I'm horribly confident as well.
It would be a massive calamity for us to not even get in the playoffs now, in my opinion.
Jakey points out we have got fucking. We're finally in the. I think we was fourth when we got in the plus goal difference. Mad, isn't it? We need more goals, and we ain't bought a striker, boys. It's a fucking.
I think that if you want somebody up top, a striker, I would say second. Yeah, I just don't think there's enough goals in that team. That's the problem.
Hayden, good evening, mate. Yeah, Hayden, right. I mean, look, we've had a couple of absolute spankings, and people in our comments at the time again, that's it, we're going to get relegated. But we had 8 central midfielders out. We had 11, 12 injuries at the same time.
Yeah, I remember looking at a video earlier. You know, when we lost to Wrexham in the season, some part of the season, and we was all thinking, looking at relegation. We dropped. If we lose the next game, or we didn't know when we could have dropped into the bottom 3 at one stage. Start of the season. Did you know that?
We could beat at home in Coventry at what? That started October. And it was 4-0.
I think it was the Wrexham game when we lost at home.
Yeah.
I think if we didn't beat someone, then we'd have been in the bottom 3. And then we've had, you know, and what I'm really pleased about of recent, I've seen like 4. I think like the 4 to 5 consistent performances, which I'm not used to seeing with a Millwall team. It's either a good performance, bad. Mediocre, bad, good, yeah. But what I'm seeing at the moment is a consistency, right? Week in, week out, we're starting to be consistent.
We ain't mentioned.
I've not seen that in a Millwall team a long time.
We ain't mentioned bipolar Millwall for a long time, actually, have we?
No, because we've been playing really well from the Coventry game and that. We should have won at Coventry. You know, we played well.
I sent him videos. I think
that's not good at all.
Oh, we weirdly got a lot of confidence from the Coventry loss, I think, as a team. A lot of belief.
Yeah, I think so.
Deck, I thought we were his friends. You said we'll finish 8th. And the transfer window is closed. By the way, Warren, I actually do a really good tag impression. Gin. I think there's been a marathon. Well, bad that was it. Right, boys, I need a wee, but my sponsor, my SME sponsor, HK5, by the way, check him out in the description. It's come up with another great question. Who are going to be the late bottlers making the top 6? Anyone up there you think is going to bottle it, boys?
Coventry.
There's always one. There's always one club come from nowhere and one club drops out.
I suppose it.
I would say personally, that's the lot there. I reckon. That's the lot there. Derby, Wrexham, Millwall, Ipswich, Hull. They're the top. From the 7th down. They're gonna. All them are gonna finish. One of them will drop out. Fuck me, who's gonna drop out of there? Sorry, language.
Coventry?
No.
Sinking like a stone, mate.
I mean, look at that. Who's that talking anyway?
Connor.
Oh, you Connor, where you get on there?
What's going on?
Surprise,
Good
surprise. Before come up to Joe's.
If you actually look, I mean, I'm looking at it and think the we're the ones to fall out, but after I've just said second. You know what I mean? Because all the other teams look strong. Wrexham strong, Ipswich strong, Hull strong, Middleton strong, Coventry fading away.
We'll drop out of it.
Maybe.
I think we will.
Oh dear.
Thing is, there's always one team that you don't expect will come on a run late and they'll win 5-6 in the bounce. And all it takes is one club to do that and one club to lose 4 or 5.
Oh, you popped up to Joe's?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was. I wonder who's knocking at his door.
Could you hear it?
Yeah,
Post,
he said
not
something
postcode
at the door
lottery.
and I went, who's knocking at Joe's this time of night?
Someone's knocking at your door.
It's only 2 minutes round the corner.
Just saying about someone that could make a late surge. Below Derby on 45 is Preston on 44. They lost 3 in a row before they got a draw at Ipswich on Saturday. Bristol City are dropping like a stone. 43. Watford 43. QPR 43. So Stoke have dropped right out of it. 42.
Big time, yeah.
I was
Birmingham.
thinking Norwich because Norwich have actually been on a bit decent run of form.
Nah, they're on 33.
Yeah, but that's still only what? How many points off the playoffs?
14 points behind.
14 points.
Oh,
Not
what?
our big
Yes,
ask on.
14
9
games to
wins,
go.
that's quite a lot.
16 games to go.
16
Sorry.
They're
There's
14
always one
points
team.
behind Wrexham.
There's always someone that makes a late surge, isn't
Yeah.
there?
I think, right, them top 5 that we're in now, where is it? Looking at the table, I think that top 5, right, will be the top 5. Then I think 6 up for grabs.
Yeah.
Right down to 14th with Southampton if they can sort their shit out. And then below that, mate, isn't it mad? You got
I would put Derby in the mix there because they're on fire at the moment. So,
the division is fucking crazy. Like we keep saying, but no better fucking time. You got Sheffield Wednesday going to be relegated bottom. Blackburn 22nd, West Brom 21st, Norwich 19th, Sheffield United 17th, Leicester 16th, Southampton 14th.
teams you'd expect to be up there: Norwich,
Yeah.
West Brom,
On paper.
Southampton. Right? Look at them. You know what I mean? They're terrible, aren't they? And Sheffield United, of course.
This is our chance. This is the season. This is his chance.
Them 4 teams
Well,
should be
take
in
it.
the mix.
This
Going
has
by
been our
history, I think.
biggest chance since we had Dion Dublin on loan that year. We got the playoffs. Did we get the playoffs that year? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Against-
Lost to Birmingham, Joe. You should remember
Of
that.
course, yeah. This has been our best chance of making
John.
the Premier League since then. And what was that? 2000 and
2.
yeah.
We got promoted 2000, 2001, and then we got straight to the playoffs in the first year, didn't we? Oh, here's another question, boys. If the league ended that's the final table. All right, no, the top 6. Out of that top 7, who would you fancy most in the playoffs?
Don't matter. I don't
Go
matter
home.
anyone.
Don't want to hold.
Anyone.
Hit home.
Well, who
Anyone.
would you like to play over 2 legs?
I
If you
would.
had
I'd
anyone
top
out of
6.
top 7.
If
Anyone
it
out
was
of-
Wrexham or Derby, Dan, you are lame.
I'd agree. Derby. I'm not sold on Derby. I know Peterson quite sold on
No.
Derby.
And it's weird, right? Certain clubs we do well against. I've never seen us beat Hull.
I know 2 in the O'Mara we're going to go up second. Connor weren't in for this bit. But, boys, if you had to face one of the top 7 there, obviously not us, just the other 6 in the playoffs, who would you fancy us against?
I know I'm going for
Go on.
Coventry.
You fancy us over 2 legs against Cov?
Mate, I fancy us against two. To be fair, I fancy us. I'd have to. I'm trying to be positive and back us against any one of them teams up there. But I've for some reason I feel like we're not going to make it. It's just typical Millwall that we don't make it. But
Lesser than negativity.
yeah, the positive side of
Oh
me
my
is
God.
the positive side of me is saying any one of them.
Don't you start, not get clean.
There's no team there who aren't beatable.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
I don't
mean?
think any of them.
Every single one of them teams there, we could play them off the park. Coventry are top of the league, and I think we played them off the park when we lost against them. We was unlucky not to win. We could have scored 3 or 4 goals against them last week?
A couple of
weeks ago.
No, of course he wouldn't get sacked. Cov or Wrexham. I don't know. It's just that fucking not Wrexham. I don't know.
Thing is, something you want Wrexham for all this, their Disney Channel and all this perfect, or they're going up again, just not.
Yeah. It's written for them, isn't it?
Do you know what? Middlesbrough for sure are going to fold. I always say that, and they look like they started to it. And Edwards left, didn't they? The new bloke come in. He's got them fucking absolutely flying.
Yeah, I think he's even better.
Holds of another one. I always say that he'll drop out.
Yeah.
They seem to be getting stronger and stronger.
So something he can peak kind of too kind of soon. So maybe Holland's going up here. They might just drop.
Yeah. When you say that, I really don't think we've hit our peak as such.
No.
And it's good we're saying that because look, Daz says there, just for context, the 1st of February last year we were 13th. We usually predominantly are usually lower than this and then have a right good January, don't we?
Best is yet to come.
Do you think the level of expectancy has obviously gone up? Do you think people will lose their shit now if we do slip out?
I think so, and I think
100%.
rightly so.
Oh yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah, this league is there for the taking. I think it's the weakest league I've known in years. Like you look like what we just said a few minutes ago. Some of the big teams that you expect to be up there are struggling. So if there's ever a chance that we're gonna really push, the time is now, and I don't think there's any excuse really. Like in the last couple of years, we've earned quite a bit of money that we've never had before selling players, and you need to reinvest that properly. So for me, it is there for the taking, and I think it would be a calamity if we missed out on the playoffs, personally, at this stage.
I'm thinking about our finishes over the last few years. We've not been far off. Sorry, we've not been far off.
Always eight.
Question: would you rather go automatic or via the playoffs? Well, if you guaranteed, like you knew, if you're going to go in the playoffs, you would definitely go up.
Playoffs, course.
Be at Wembley.
Yeah.
You see it said quite a lot. There's like that bounce. The teams that go up in the playoffs.
Final.
That final. It's just like that extra bounce, isn't it?
But at the same time, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, we've had all the Wembley trips. I'm not a massive fan of Wembley, to be honest. There's no atmosphere. And I think if you can get promoted at a packed out house at the Den, automatic.
Remember we did it last time against Oldham, wasn't it? Last game of the season, 5-0.
Oh, got it.
We got was it Oxford last day of the season? I think at home.
Wrexham away.
Last day home.
Oxford home last game of the season.
Yeah.
Oh, this season, yeah.
Yeah.
So here's a question that's just popped into my head. If we was to go up, who out of the current squad? Look, if we went up, this I think it's pretty obvious we'd struggle. My mate said to me yesterday, "You lot go up, you'll get absolutely spanked." I said, "We'll lose a lot. I think we'll put up a good fight." What players you could say? Yeah, we need a lot of new players, but these players listed could do a job in the Prem.
I'd say Kwama, Caleb Taylor, possibly, Doughty, Aziz, and people might argue, but I'd say Ivanovic. He's still
agree.
Probably them. Not sure about Denor or Mitchell.
Now, I saw the other day someone said about Everton might be interested. Brian King has said, Everton should go for Casper Denor as well if they're going to go for Ivanovic. I was like, no, come on. Look, we love Casper, but he's
different if he was a young player, but he's not really, is he?
The thing is, if we go up, who's actually here? Just get up there. That's what matters. And take it. If we get 5 points, we get 5 points.
It's a lovely
back
little bit of positivity. And Matthew scores against us last minute and destroys our hopes of second place.
Oh.
Is that even gone though? Is that there's nothing official?
No, there's been an extension to get it over the line or something.
Charles, good evening, mate. I was just thinking this as well. We're saying about the league, it's our best opportunity and this and that. Is it weak this year or is it just more competitive?
Yeah.
Bit of both, I think. We've got stronger and it is weaker at the same time. I'd say
really,
both.
Really good opportunity.
I don't think I could take the nerves of the playoffs. It would send me over the edge.
I know.
Yeah, I won't get sleepless nights. Yeah, I don't.
That's why I think I prefer automatic in a way. Just have it guaranteed done with. If someone says like you're guaranteed to win the playoffs, obviously you'd love it at Wembley, but yeah, I don't think I could take the nerves. I'd rather automatic.
But I couldn't. But then, obviously, at the end of it, if you did win, like we did against was it Bradford we beat last time, wasn't it? Yeah, it's just
Wait on.
there's no better way to go up than through the playoffs if you do it.
Pete, look at last season with Sunderland. They scored late on, eh?
Yeah,
scored at Wembley late on.
And now they're doing the best out of all of them, isn't they?
Yeah, it's good to see Sunderland. Well, Leeds are starting to struggle a little bit lately, aren't they? So you want Leeds obviously to stay to do well. Do you know what I mean?
Would you sell Femi to bring in a striker and a winger for £10 million?
No.
No.
He makes our team. You can't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put any money on it at the minute. Like I said earlier, if he's the difference that gets you promoted, how much money that earns itself.
But that player final, they called it the £100 million game, didn't they? It was worth £100 million. We're up there via good recruitment.
Exactly. Good. Joe Turner. Well done, mate. Brilliant.
Steve Gallen.
Connor's not.
Come on. Look at the recruitment we've had the last 4 or 5 years.
No.
4 years.
No.
Yeah, I get that, but then you look at a lot of the players that have failed as well.
Like who?
We went through it.
Look at last January. Already gone through. Don't worry about it.
I feel like we could have done with 2 more players in this window. Don't get me wrong, there has been some great recruitment, but
in all honesty,
still not.
Yeah, in all honesty, I rate ours. I rate our transfer window. This transfer window is a 5 out of 10.
We spoke about this earlier.
Right, I know. Sorry, I know you've spoken about it, but yes, 5 out of 10. But then looking at it, other than Birmingham, right? There's no other team in the Championship who really gone out and spent a lot of money this January. It's not really been too strenuous. So you can sort of argue, So you can sort of argue that in terms of everyone else in the Championship, recruitment's been arguably pretty smart. But it's the fact that Steve Gallen comes out and he talks a big game of like going out to getting these players. We should have gone out and got a striker.
Warren says, I would rate it as an 8, marked down to a 7 because we didn't get a striker. In my opinion, we needed one. We knew that since the last one. But Warren made an interesting point. We haven't actually spent any money, have we, in this window? Other than a slight bit on Barry Bannon.
Yeah.
But is that because these players ain't about? Ain't just there at the minute, do you know what I mean?
There's got to be money still there, though, from the SA and Tanganga. I can't see where a lot of that money's gone, to be honest. And I feel like if there is money there, this is the window where we should have gone, like, bang, we're having this, we're having that. Just really go for it.
Just the striker thing is just killing me. I just can't work out why. After missing out on a Robbie, and we've not got one lined up. And I think that, like Pete said, I think it was, or Joe, the stuff that they say. No, they talk the big. We've got targets in place, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that. And
why do we always leave it so late? Gallen said, I know I've said it a few times, but he said in that interview he put out, we've got things lined up, players to come in early.
Maybe it didn't work. Maybe.
Yeah, but then don't say it.
Yeah.
Charlie, keep quiet. Just
Yeah.
we're trying our best to get players in, and we'll see what we can.
Exactly. Go about your business silently. Yeah.
In defence, I say it a lot, and I hear people say it all the time. But this is the best squad we've had for years. So it must be doing something. Like, maybe
people. We're an attractive, attractive club now. People can see what's going on. Like I said, I think Alex Neil said it on the other day in his interview. Packed houses at home, good away support now. The club that's on the up. People want to come and watch us. We're just the last 3 or 4 years is slow progression, and we just need to this year. If we make the playoffs, it's another step in that right direction. Even if we lose it, because I can guarantee the next season we'll be pushing for the top 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the season because I think whoever comes down from the Premier League this season
won't be as bad.
I think if we stay down, there'll be a couple of our players who end up going, and teams who come down from the Premier League will end up spending big money again. Burnley come down, they'll be straight back up there again, running away with the league. Whereas this season is the only season, like Joe said, where there's not really been like a runaway team.
You've got to grab this opportunity with both hands.
This is the best. I think this is the best chance to get promotion this season. The best chance we've had.
Or we'll have going forward, like you said, is that whoever comes down. I mean, I said that the other day to Henry about Wolves. They're one of them fucking annoying teams that when they come down, they're just fucking far too good, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're going out and getting Adam Armstrong. They're signing players who are going to be top-end championship players.
We're 2 subscribers away, by the way, from 26,000. We're on 25,998.
Go on. Who's going to be that 26,000?
Subscribe.
You get the winner. The winner of whoever does it becomes that 26,000 subscriber gets an afternoon with Joe and Steve Gallen. Misfits boxing.
Yeah.
26,000 coming.
I know that.
Thanks for the spoons.
Yeah.
I know that some players haven't worked out. The Lovelaces, the Benicio Bakers, the AJ Matthews. But on the whole, I think from where he was 5 years ago, you've got to say we've got a fucking good squad. Small Bones still come back as well.
Mazu Sakho.
Super Dell.
Do you know what? Saying that, bit off topic, but you know that one we've been linked to, the French one. Is he from France? From Amiens.
I've already.
And
Fana.
you've sort of seen it with players in the past. We get linked to them in one window, it doesn't happen, and then it'll end up happening in the next window. So, depending on where we are, though, I reckon we'll have that player in the summer.
Talking about windows and players in and out, just there that Raksaki's turned Mill down and going to Stoke on loan. Again, the levels that we was at to where we are now. I remember when we was after Conor McLaughlin, and it was like Millwall in competition with, and we used to be like linked with the same player that Fleetwood and stuff were linked with. You know what I mean? Now we're getting linked with, and our players will get sold to whoever. Now we've got people bidding 20 million for our best player potentially. We're linked with bigger players, and we seem to get them all now as well, more than not. But before we go, we're linked with, so are Preston and so are Blackburn, and we'll be like, well, that will be Middlesbrough, but that's fine. They're going to go somewhere else. But it's definitely something more attractive about the club now. The right manager helps, someone says. Yeah, it's definitely something more attractive. So I don't know. I think it's just harsh on Gallen. I think he won't get them all right. And is it solely down to Gallen? Is he completely in charge of recruitment, or is Alex still getting a say?
Surely the managers must have to have some say. Can't all be him, can it? Backtracking a bit now.
No.
So what we're saying, Dan? We're saying that Alex Neil's got no say in who we buy.
He must have an extent. He must have some sort of say, but he must be told, look, we're looking for young players that we can sell on. So it must be a kind of mix.
He's gone for that Patterson. He's worked with him before, so of course he must have had a say in that. Said, look, I want to go out and get him.
Yeah, but
that's not down to Gallen.
Yeah, but he must have knew when he came in. He said in like one of his first interviews, this is the sort of structure we're going for. We're going to try and bring in So he must have been told in his interview, look, we're going to try and bring in young players. If you can work with these young players to try and, make them into like a stepping stone to sell them on, basically. So he must have been told that when he first came in. And you looked, I don't think, in all honesty, I don't think last January after we sold SA, I don't think them 3 youngsters, youngsters are called them, I know Baker's now 22. I don't think he had a say in any of them 3 transfers.
Wow.
Instantly.
Well, they were probably, they might have already been in talks or lined up before Alex Neil even come in.
He's gone straight onto Football Manager and had a look at the potential 4-star players, 5-star players. That's what he's done. He's gone straight onto Football Manager scouting network.
I'm thinking of wrapping it up, but I'm reluctant to after what fucking... Well, the window's closed, isn't it? And I ain't seeing it till 11 p.m, that's for sure.
11 p.m? They got to what till?
They got to an extension to 11 p.m. to sign Idemo Maku. So, little recap. That's before obviously the deadline day. Signed Barry Bannon permanently on an 18-month deal. Signed Tommy Watson on loan to the end of the season from Brighton. Anthony Patterson on loan until the end of the season from Sunderland. And then today, Jack Allen left the club on loan until the end of the season. League 2 Barnet. Wes Harding left the club until the end of the season. League 1 Plymouth. Idemo Maku, as I just mentioned, is looking like he's going to become a permanent Oxford player. And that deal's been extended. I've got the time to extend it to 11 o'clock to get it over the line. But the biggest news I would say of the day is not someone coming in, but someone not going out. He turned down multiple bids from Ipswich Town, including an offer which would have made it the club record sale. And that club record sale, to my knowledge, is Romain Esse for £16 million. So that's big in itself. If we'd have sat here and we'd lost Aziz, we'd all been absolutely losing our shit, boys, wouldn't we?
Cool, yeah. Game over. It'd be game over for me. I'd even throw my season ticket in a bin. That ticket to Wrexham, that go do one. Jesus Christ. But can you just imagine that happened tonight? Can you just imagine it? Our talisman gone.
I think Steve Gallen ended up being locked up, being charged.
It'd be like sinking in the Titanic again, wouldn't it?
If we sold Aziz, that was it. We're done for the season.
Yeah, I'm same.
Could you imagine the backlash if we had sold Aziz? Fucking hell.
And then relied on, and then said, no, well, Maku's going to be the next best thing now.
What's that?
Oh, sorry, just come up on my phone. I don't know what it is.
That weren't nothing dodgy, wasn't it? Look, you get posted in the group. Did Femi want to go? That's a good question, which we'll never know the answer to. Maybe we'll get a view of that with his performances, but I think he knows he's our best player. I don't think it's no surprise to him that he should come in.
No, he's got that flair, like I say, he's a get bums off seats player. When in our end, when he gets the ball going down that side, we all stand up. Everyone stand because you're expecting something. Do you know what I mean? I think who's the last player done that? Maybe Tony Town or something like that. Mind you, it's all standing in anyway. but listen, he's just a brilliant player, and like I say, with all he's getting so much coverage. Even on these YouTube football channels, they're all talking about Aziz. They're all talking about him, saying he's the best player in the championship. He's going to get in the team of the season and things like that. And what other player in the Millwall team could you say? Kramer, of course. So I think this year, 2 Millwall players will get in that team. It'll be Kramer and Aziz.
Someone just said there, I'm not waiting here till midnight for Shea Ojo. I remember that. Fucking hell. Waiting all that time for Shea Ojo. I wonder what he's doing now. There you go.
He was dire as well. He was rubbish, Ojo.
Terrible. I think he's in somewhere like Azerbaijan or something.
Madness. All right, boys. I think we'll end it there. I've got bits to do. I've got back to work early in the morning. I suppose you all have as well. But final thoughts on that transfer window?
Not bad. Could have been better.
Striker. I wanted a striker.
We all did.
Someone
Star striker.
Needed a striker. Could have gone out and get someone like, but someone similar to the Patrick Bamford type player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone
That's a I think that's the miss of
striker in
the
this
season.
league.
He was a free agent, wasn't he, Bamford, at the start of the season?
Yeah.
I
Then
don't know why.
now. But
You know, I'm surprised he ended up at Sheffield United. You know what I'm saying? But
any striker, experienced striker, even over the age of like 32, 33, whatever, anyone to.
Short term, man. Just short term.
Exactly, yeah.
Months.
Exactly. 6-month deal.
I don't think we've ever done one of these deadline days thinking back and why we've been live. Gone fucking hell.
you're telling me that they're not a striker out in Italy, Germany, and Holland,
Kazakhstan.
and it needs to come to Belgium, France.
It's got to be.
There's got to be an experienced striker out there somewhere. They're not doing their own work there necessarily. But you wait till you see excuses now when the transfer winners who we went after. You'll find out then who we was after and who we missed out on and what happened. And
We kept Aziz. It's like a new signing. That's what people are saying.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll take that.
We all going Wrexham Saturday?
Yes.
Yeah, how are you getting up there, Dan?
Kenny, I'm jumping in. McKenny's driving. You're not going, Warren, no?
Dan, I looked at the trains, right? It was change at Preston, change at Crewe, change somewhere else. It was like 6.5 hours on the train. I was like, nah.
What's wrong with you?
6.5 back. I'm like,
You ain't a proper fan. It's a fucking long way though. I said to Kenny, I went, look, should we just fucking stay up there? We'll get an Airbnb because even though I'm not driving, it's up by past Chester. It's like North Wales.
Chester's brilliant. I would have loved to have done a stay over in Chester.
That's what we did when we got promoted. We stayed in Chester. It's literally like next town.
15 minutes away.
Were you boys getting the train?
Don't know yet. We haven't sorted it.
No idea.
Got our match.
never thought that out. Get to the last minute.
We're not. To be honest, I think I don't know. I think he's looking more like. How long is it on the train? Anyone know? It's
a long old drive.
It's 3.5 hours.
3 hours on the train. I don't know.
You got to change at Chester, I think.
Yeah. Well, Kenny's going to drive. I said to Kenny, let's just get an Airbnb. Like, we ain't got to have a mad night out, but he's got to manage his team Sunday morning.
So I'm not sure. Back.
They'll probably do better without him, though. Are you tuned in, Ken?
I thought he was going to come on. He hasn't come on. Never mind. No, good turnout, boys. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Thanks to the panel. I was semi-satisfied. Well, I was satisfied by that transfer window, but I would have sacrificed the left winger for a centre forward all day long. But there you go. It is what it is. We move on to Wrexham on Saturday. If you haven't already, because we're 2 subscribers away, please subscribe to Lions TV.
Come on, you Lions.
Come on, you Lions.